Rock, so true. You called it. My God. Grant first. Wow. And not even close, actually. I mean, Tyler's 13th. I see it written right there. Wow, crazy. Crazy. Oh, good gracious. Yo. Corbin, how do Portal to Monday? Ooh, I hate to disappoint. But in fact, it is Minecraft Monday. Portal doesn't rhyme with Monday. Come on. Oh my good gracious. Yo, right nap. That's me. Oh my God. World War Z is a horror. It is an incredible book. But I may just cry because, oh my God. I actually never read the book. I saw the movie, what, with Brad Pitt? Seems scary. Neb, would you rather have 1 apple or 10 apples? Explain your reasoning. Huggers! Yo!
Nap, I'm sick.
MJ!
I'm dying. My allergies are killing me.
No!
I need you to put me down. This is the end of.
No! No, MJ! No! That cut off. That cut off. The end of what? That cut off. It's the end of MJ. My God. MJ, thank you so much for 59 months. Dios mío. Oh my God. King, I am so sorry to hear about the allergies. Oh, the season's upon us all. My God. Nap, I made a Mandalorian helmet. Yo! May I see it? May I see it? That's sick, dude. Oh my gosh. Why was the song before this one Roblox Tycoon music? Huh? Huh? What is Roblox Tycoon? First of all, my God. I guess it is, yeah, with pollen in the air, it is allergy season again. Hay fever is back on the menu, baby. I assume that's the same thing. Oh my gosh. Nap, the movie shares the name and that's it. It's fine film. I thought it was, it was alright, you know? Yeah, it was alright. Had a lot of Pepsi advertisements, you know? Minecraft doesn't rhyme with Monday. You're right, it doesn't rhyme, it's alliterative. That's more what I meant. Portal isn't alliterative to Monday. My mistake, I misspoke. It's so incredibly different to the book, I can't even bring myself to hate it. I feel like the book was just dark, is all that I know about that. I just remember hearing that it was a very dark, sad world. Gotta do something big for 5 years if I survive that long. Oh my God, Victorian child on their deathbed. Oh, if I survive long enough, I shall see the summer. Oh. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I do feel bad. It does suck to be all stuffed up and with allergy symptoms, you know. Send the picture to the media channel. Dios mío. I gotta find it. Why are you part of Darth Maul's crew of Death Watch? What are you saying? What are you saying? I guess he doesn't have the horns. Never mind, it's just the red decal that I was going off of. Either way though, dude, it looks sick. That's awesome, man. You should be I'd be chuffed. I'd be so happy with that. That turned out great. Yo, howdy. I'll do totally you. I hope you're doing well. Bowls are overrated. Oh, huh? I don't know if that's plates I could understand. Because bowls can technically do pretty well anything a plate can do, but a plate can't necessarily do what a bowl can. I feel like its relevance through human history kind of means that bowls are like uniquely well rated, you know? Or even underrated because we take them for granted, you know? It's like historically high amount of pollen in my area. I'm on my last limb. That does it. That does it. You gotta seal yourself in. You gotta seal yourself in a chamber. The nap grind has to never stop, and you gotta seal yourself in a chamber with just stream and nothing else. Seal out the outside pollens. In that you will find, I don't know, say, what's the word? Not glory, not saviorship. What's the word I'm looking for? Redemption. That's the word I was looking for. Put yourself in a bubble and find redemption. Salvation. That also could have worked. Salvation. Oh gosh. Mel Monday. Now what the heck's Mel Monday? Oh my god. No. Oh, sorry. No, not the. Yes. But of course. Nah, but it's an apocalypse novel. Of course it's dark. It makes sense. It's a retelling of the zombie war from the perspective of the UN investigator taking part in the post-mortem-esque investigation, determining the effectiveness of humanity's response and what went wrong. It's kind of like a documentary. It's all told through a series of interviews. Yeah! I know, like, it's, yeah, it jumps around from a bunch of different, like, there's no, like, solo, outside of that individual conducting the interview, there's no, like, solo story protagonist in the way that it was in the movie. Gas Station Cup is superior. Wrong! Gas Station Cup didn't exist in 412 BCE. Ergo, wrong. New invention. Just does what a bowl does, but wrong. Portable cereal. Bowl is also portable. How big are your bowls that they're not portable? Huh? What do you mean? A bowl is portable. What? Do you have a cauldron? What do you mean? Oh. I have to drive Merle friend to class at 6:30. I want to seal myself in a bubble forever. Why is Merle friend? Why are they putting you out to the wolves? Being
Matthew,
pollen in this
Eunice,
case.
Mello, and Tyler are all sickly RN. You need to cure US.
I need to cure the US. That's that's a big ask. I don't know if I can cure the US. That's a large. That is, I don't know what the cure for that would be. Dios mío. Oh my god. Mel is a character you play as in Portal. Have you really played? Yeah, I don't know. I forgot her name. I forgot her name. Also, not the one you play in the co-op. You play as the Wonder Twins, whatever their names are, Schmibbledy and Bibbledy. Also, do you play her in? I don't know if that's true. Anyway, when you read it. When I read it, you think I'm going to read a dystopian novel? Me? Happy-go-lucky me? Whimsy me? You think I'm gonna willingly go read just big old hunk of cut-down tree pulp of sadness and despair? In the year 2026. I don't think so. I don't think so. You know, maybe, but probably not. You try to eat out of a bowl while walking. Easily done. What do you mean? I have. What do you mean? I absolutely have. What is a cup if not just a long bowl, you know? As Jesus is crazy. Rock and roll McDonald's. What do you mean rock and roll? Excuse me? Also hungry? I'll do. That's right up your alley, Nap, as political student. Yeah, but sad. It's not all sad. It seems pretty sad. There's like 3 real sad chapters. The rest is kind of intriguing. I don't think dystopian can be described as like just intriguing, you know. I feel like I'll find the sad. I feel like I'll find the angst, you know. Listen, I I could read it if there was something more to it, I guess. Like maybe if it actually had like brought in actual demographic numbers and did some research so that whatever answers this UN report supplied was, I don't know, maybe could be considered as something actually scientific. But I doubt that'll be the case. Oh, Dios mío. Yesterday, it flooded up to the height of a car's wheel. Huh? That's insane. What do you... That's like multiple feet of water. What do you mean? Wait, what? Why? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Wait a second. Why is this not... Wait a second. Where'd my mods go? Wait a second. Hold on a minute. This isn't right. This isn't right at all. Well, hold the phone. No, that's wrong. Oh, thank you. Please hold your applause. Please. Too kind. I know you're on a B-rate back screen of doom right now, but you know. That's not right at all. There we go. Much better. Yeah. Nep, can you join our fantasy movie league? No. I'm not starting a third league. Yeah. That'd be a bridge too far. I think the nations of the world said the same. Nep, you never had any mods. They all left you. Hey, now that's not very nice. KTV comes around every now and again. It's not nice to say that they don't exist. It's unpleasant and mean. My cereal tastes vaguely like horchata. Huh? What kind of cereal is it? It shouldn't. It doesn't have many statistics. Oh, waste of tree pulp. Waste of tree pulp. That's the first one. That was me, right? I started the second one, so I'm not starting the third one. Definitely not, because that was the previous contents of this cup. Oh no. Oh, Human, tell me you washed it between food. That's not even from like a taste perspective, from like a safety.
I want to be freed from this realm, and historically becoming mod is the easiest way to Valhalla.
To Valhalla is crazy. Oh, Dios mío. Also, not on your life. Not on your life will you be a mod, Tyler. I'm so sorry. Thanks. Listen. Of all the people, it really would never, it could not be you. I'm so sorry. Raisin Bran. Yeah, Raisin Bran probably shouldn't taste that way. Did you clean it out before using it? Did you clean the cup out? Wait a minute, you're reusing the gas station. Does that mean this is a disposable cup that's going to take on the flavor of whatever was in it? And so now that you're using a new thing, there isn't really an easy way to clean it? Wait a second. Dad, you probably loved the prequel Star Wars movies, didn't you? What? Listen. Listen. I'm just saying, I never understood why people didn't like that it all talked about trade disputes and maybe I thought the Senate meeting was more interesting than the lightsaber fight. Show me. All right, I wanted to know what Chancellor Valorum was gonna do, and I thought that was a more interesting plotline with the Trade Federation and the redundancies that they're doing than pod racing, you know? Listen. You finish Andor Season 1? Oh, it's so good. Andor's so good. I actually, genuinely, I truly never understood. I did like the I love the prequel trilogy. My favorite movie is the third one. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite Star Wars movie. I'm on the record for that. But equally, I remember growing up, people like grognards of the old guard being like, why do I have to sit through this hour of fake fantasy space politics? And I'm like, but that's the more interesting part. I also was interested in the governing council of different Moffs and governors under Grand Moff Tarkin in episode 4. That was equally interesting, and they barely did anything with it. Oh, devastated. Oh, all right. Maybe what's it to you? Oh, human. That's not healthy. That's not good. That's bowl is far superior. Bowl reusable. Bowl designed to be cleaned and used for new thing. Gas station cup not designed for that. Very simple. I love the Redstone map of Canada, as we all do. It's one of the great features of the canonical hardcore world. Moth Tarkin. Just a big moth comes in. Lord Vader, you cling to the wizarding ways of the past and your religion of the Force. Well, I believe we'll all know the real power of this galaxy lies within the big light bulb in the front of the Death Star. Biggest lamp in the galaxy. Stupid bit. Oh, Dios mío. I don't have a favorite Star Wars movie. I just gotta watch them, enjoyed them, then moved on. I mean, I feel like by nature of multiple things being consumed, one innately was a more fun watch than the others. Based, like that just happens. It's not like a choice. It's just you consume multiple of anything, and invariably one of them will be, slightly like, oh yeah, I got more of a chuckle out of that one. Oh yeah, that one was a bit more interesting. Oh yeah, I like the music more in that one. Oh yeah, I like the shot composition. Oh yeah, I like that actor. For any reason. Human and healthy don't go in the same sentence. We're working on it, okay? It's an in progress. My God, free dishes. Yeah, and I understand that if it's designed to be properly cleaned out and is properly cleaned out and sanitized. But if you're tasting the previous meal within it, then you're not properly sanitizing it. And therefore, you're potentially opening yourself up to microorganisms and other such microbes coming into your body and destroying you. You wouldn't like that. Gred, ask your question again so I get praised, huh? I like Mon Mothma. That's fair. She's cool. She's interesting. She's a fun character. Nap, if you had to choose someone to be your mod, who might that be? If I had to choose somebody to be my mod, who would that be? I don't know, maybe like... Oh, it's a toughie, but maybe like Phil's a Minecraft, maybe if I could choose anybody. I mean, you've left it very open-ended. You just said if I could choose, if I had to choose someone, maybe like, maybe like Stephen Colbert. I don't know. That'd be a fun choice. Or a Star Wars theme, maybe Mark Hamill. I don't think he'd moderate well though. I don't think he'd moderate well. I feel he'd let things fly, you know? I mean, not really. None of them really left enough of an impression on me to prescribe a score of any of them. I think back to them and cannot name anything about any of them that I liked more than any of the others. Whelp King, that sounds like a you problem. That seems like you didn't watch a thing and more just like it appeared in front of your eyes. I watched like a baseball game, like 3 different baseball games, and be like, yeah, that one was more interesting. I hate baseball. I hate's a strong word. I have no interest in baseball, but if you show me 3 games and I watch through them, I could just be like, yeah, more happened in that one. I like that. I liked when the announcer said this in that one, you know? Oh, I like that he stole that base. That was cool. And so on, and etc., etc. Speaking of things we're talking about, Nap, guess what science fiction franchise from the 70s I'm finally watching? Star Trek? Really late seasons of Star Trek? I think it went into the 70s, the original series. I think it got to like 1970. Alien? Was the first Alien movie in the 70s or was it in the 80s? Oh, it might be in the 80s. It might be 84. Blade Runner? I watched them. I know what happened. I remember the plot line. Then objective, like, if you know the plot of each, one plot innately is just like, yeah, that's a more interesting story. I don't see how that's a crazy stance. I see, you know, I mean, either you like set up narrative of old wizened wizard taking boy on a swashbuckling classic adventure against, you know, penultimate evil to save the princess and yada yada, very classic storytelling. You like a story that's got big reveals and you know, where the evil team wins. You like you know, one that is about redemption arcs. You like one that's about about redemption arcs and yeah, that's the majority of what I'd say Return of the Jedi is. You like one that's about slowly trying to make your way back to a city center to then undo a siege on a planet. You like one that's the murder mystery, you know, try to figure out who killed somebody and who's keeping things in the shadows. Or you like the one that's about betrayal and the loss of self. And one of that, just innately, one of those plot lines should appeal more to what you enjoy, and then that's the favorite. Doesn't have to mean you like any of them. I have favorites of things that I hate. I dislike all of the what you call it? Oh, why I can picture it in my mind. Oh, I dislike all of the Final Destination movies, but I can say the first one's the most interesting to me, and it is probably my favorite because yeah, it was all kind of new, interesting. And it's similar, it's like, yeah, or yeah, equally, I hate all of the Friday the 13th movies. Friday the 13th, Jason in Manhattan, best one, easy. Oh, Nuclear Greenhouse Detective, leave him alone! Leave my beautiful greenhouse alone! Planet of the Apes? Oh wait, you're watching the original Planet of the Apes? That's crazy! Alien is 79. Oh, I was right, it is in the 70s! My favorite Star Wars movie is Andor. Yeah, fair enough. Favorite Star Wars story, that makes sense. Final Destination mentioned, oh my god. Nap should read the movie I'm watching, oh my god. But I am interested as to why you, why Planet of the Apes? Why the original Planet of the Apes? The new ones are pretty decent. Or at least the first two. I never actually saw the final one. Or third. I think they actually are making a fourth, so the third's not the final one. I understand your confusion, but none of them jump out. They're good. They're fine. I enjoyed them. I just can't point to anything like, I like that more than the others. I just can't. It's just a thing. Fair enough, King. I fundamentally don't understand, but fair enough. It's neon green. It's not neon green. You've never seen neon green. It's oxidized copper green. It's not neon in the slightest. It's beautiful. It's a greenhouse. It's literal. You leave my literal greenhouse alone. Oh, Dios mío. I gotta go get kelp today. That's one of the main things we need. We need a lot of kelp, which I don't think I otherwise innately have a lot of, so far as I know. I saw a TikTok of Planet of the Apes 3, Planet of the Apes like 8, and I was like, wow, these are so aesthetically different. I wonder how they got there. And so I put the first one on from 68, and it's so campy and bad. And I was like, I can stop watching, and then didn't. And now I'm 3 movies in, and I'm contractually obligated to. Maybe the fever has set in of hay fever. Maybe you've begun a slow descent into madness. And that's where you're at now, you know? Oh wait, I have a kelp farm! Wait a second! Oh, perfect! Oh, what whimsy! I don't need to go get a bunch of kelp. I have a lot of kelp. Wait a second! Is it Halloween 1978 was probably really good for its time, but I just don't enjoy it. Fair enough. You also just may not. I'm gonna go on a limb. If you don't, because you also seem to not like the Friday the 13th movies. Maybe you don't like slashers. Like maybe you like horror, but you just aren't really big on slasher films. Which is like a cheap horror movie versus, in my opinion, versus some of the other ones. Like, you know, you Saw and a bunch of other what's the word I'm looking for? Psychological? No, they're not psychological thrillers. They're well, I know a term for it, but I'm not gonna say it. We'll call it we'll call it torture voyeurism. That's what we'll call it. That's a good way to say it. Apes 2 is so much worse than Apes 1. Apes 2 is insane how bad and weird and stupid it is. MJ talking about the second ape they've ever met. Like, they just met an ape at a zoo and just went, apes, I hate the second one. I loved Ape 1 when I first met the ape at the zoo. It was fantastic. But once they put me in front of Ape 2, I knew it was a problem. I love slashers. I just don't care for the big 3. Love slashers. What other slashers are there? Assuming the big 3 are Nightmare on Elm Street series, the Friday the 13th series, and the Halloween series. Scream, I guess? And then, like, I don't know, I Know What You Did Last Summer? Which is another old movie, and what other slashers even are there? That are like true slashers, I mean, like not psychological thrillers with slasher elements. I mean, pure, unadulterated slasher film. Maybe Chainsaw? Texas Chainsaw? Is that, I don't know if that counts as slasher. Probably does. I'd have to re-look at it. If you don't see Tyler's wall, Saw wall, yeah, but Saw is distinctly like there's no the little puppet isn't physically chasing. Chucky, that is one that I forgot. You're right, and I guess by that extent. Well, actually, that's a good question. Is Chucky a pure slasher, or is it a ghost movie? Is it a ghost that takes over Chucky? No, it's not paranormal, right? Is it? Maybe. I think it just has paranormal elements, probably. This is not. It's it's in this building. Why am I over here? Have you seen Apes 2? Do you know anything about it from 1970? I have seen Apes 2, I believe. Is that the one where they go back in time? Is it like where they come to humanity's planet in the 1950s or whatever? Is it that one? Yes! Yes, my beautiful kelp! Yes, of course. Wondrous news, wondrous news. I guess I should probably put that in there so that this keeps making more. No, that's Apes 3. What was Apes 2 then? Tyler likes when there's dolls doing the killing. That is, you know what, fair. That is too... When you say it like that, you know, of all the movies, how'd you feel about Megan? Tyler, I need to know your opinion on the movie Megan. That and Annabelle as well. I need to know how you feel about Annabelle. It's murder that puts his soul into a toy, more or less. So it is about souls. That I would say that's probably more paranormal. Because that's kind of haunting in that case. But then again, I guess maybe not, because Jason is also... Well, I guess the first time it's not Jason, it's like his mom. Right? Is that the case? I haven't watched any of these horror movies in so long. I really vehemently dislike horror movies. I have told this story before, I think, but growing up, every time I was over at my best friend's place, I'd be over at this place to like have a sleepover for a weekend or whatever. Everything, he loves horror movies. To this day, it's his favorite thing. Everything in my power would I do to not have to watch the horror movie. I like his younger brother was constantly wanting to like show me like because toys or some video game that he's played or Minecraft builds or whatever. I'd be like, I'm gonna go see what he's doing, and he'd constantly be like, Nap, get back in. Stop annoying my friends, he'd be saying to his younger brother. I'd be like, yeah, it's his fault. Yep, totally. Totally not just me not wanting to watch the horror movie. Yes, as we all know and love. Yes. Oh, Dios mío. But in any event, I haven't watched these movies in so long. I know Lovecraft is the big Eldritch horror guy, but what other big Eldritch horror things are there? I mean, a lot of Lovecraftian stuff is not explicitly by H.P. Lovecraft, I suppose. Is it Nope? No, yeah. A lot of Jordan Peele's stuff, I think, would probably categorize that way. As well as, is it Blair Witch? No, it's I'm trying to think. What there is a Five Nights at Freddy's. Now I feel like that's its own thing. Didn't that spawn its own genre? Didn't that become its own thing where they're like, yeah, animatronic horror or whatever? Like, you know, I feel like it has its own title, doesn't it? Like it started like its own genre, subgenre, I should say. Megan 1 was okay. Not a fan of Megan 2. I don't care for Annabelle, but I also just don't care for ghost horror. Fair. Chucky doesn't haunt people, though. He just straight up murdered people. Yeah, I think I'd be inclined to agree. Chucky's slasher. With hints of paranormal. Like, yeah, I'd say that's the best classification for it. Jason does technically make an appearance in the first movie. I like to think he just walks on, he just goes, "Hello, it's me, Jason," and then keeps going. Or it's like Jason Segel or something like that. Oh, man. Yes, hello, it is I, Jason. Yes, as we all know and love, yes. Oh, I do need to probably make sure that won't flood. Because this goes in somewheres, I think. This goes, where does this go? Large cavern. It goes into large cavern. Don't need this to be flooded. Do I have a bed on me? Okay, I need to go. I'll go sleep, and in doing so, I will grab a bed. I guess I gotta go out this way. Also, MJ, did you say what Apes 2 is? I feel like I'm blanking that if that's not what it is. I swear it was them going back in time. It's Friday the 13th. First killer is Pamela Voorhees. Then she gets offed for the camp counselor. So Jason kind of reawakens from his death at the bottom of the lake, seeks revenge on all camp counselors and teens on Crystal Lake. And then in Jason X, he goes to outer space. Yeah, well, he also goes to Manhattan. You're missing the best one. Willy's Wonderland could probably be a slasher. Willy's Wonderland? What the hell is that? I read Napshed recreation of these horror films he has never seen, based purely on his assumptions and things he's heard. True. The Strangers 1 and 2, is that like Stranger Things? Famous slasher movie, Stranger Things? Apes 2 picks up immediately after Apes 1, with another astronaut landing in Ape Land looking for the astronauts from Ape 1, and after escaping, the apes explore the underground and find the ruins of just all of New York, but also a church of mutant telekinetic humans who worship an atomic bomb, and gorillas storm their capital because they know they exist now from the first movie, and the telekinetics use their power to inadvertently make people die in the name of peaceful, not really killing. And every main character from Apes 1 and 2 dies, but in a final act, the main guy from Apes 1 sets off the nuke and completely destroys the Earth. That is amazing. How do you not love that? That's a Fallout story if I've ever heard one. That's a mission in Fallout. That is a DLC in Fallout if I've ever seen one. That is awesome. The Strangers are a duology of slasher and home invasion. There's technically a new trilogy that came out recently, but they low-key suck, so I ignore them. What's that one horror movie where like the victim is like deaf or whatever? She's like lives out in the middle of nowhere and she's like deaf, and so it's like all eerie because the guy's like around and like hunting her. Hush? Is it called Hush? That's a good one. I hated that one. I hated that one. I remember having to watch that. Oh, same with The Witch. Oh god. You know, I mean, at least, at the very least, for a lot of these, over the years, I've learned a great trick. Here's a big trick. Anybody who ever hates horror movies, doesn't want to watch them, but has friends who makes you have to watch them, and you really don't like them, 1 million out of 10 trick. Just start over analyzing, just in your head. Don't ruin the experience for others, but just start over analyzing the absolute heck out of everything. Just start wondering to yourself, like, gee, I wonder how they got that shot. I wonder, like, just start remembering that it's a movie and like picture the set as the like actor is acting in front of like 9 cameras in a 3-point lighting structure, and you just be like, yeah, that's interesting. Interesting score choice. I wonder who scored this. They're acting really well. You know, just start really pulling yourself out from the experience in a way that really just breaks down the movie to its movie parts. Works every time. It might sound good, Neb, but it's all about the execution. That's true. And then I guess the writers realized they wrote themselves into a corner by completely nuking the Earth. So they wrote the two nice chimp scientists going back in time in Apes 3. Banger. Banger. What about Dr. Zaius? Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius. Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius. Dr. Zaius. I thought I had an extra bed kicking around. I know I had a wall up there, but I'd like to not have to. I mean, I could just make. I didn't make a third piece of wool. Your next is another good home invasion slasher. Wasn't that based on the movie where the killer was blind? That's a different movie. So many movies, so little time. So many horror movies I will just never watch. never. I have never had to watch a Saw movie, and I am keeping it that way. Listen, all the power to you, Tyler. All the power to you. I know you love them. My God, I've never had to watch one. I've seen clips, and I am good. I'm good with that. If I ever see one, it'll be too soon. I'm trying to think of more Eldritch horror ones that would be good, because Cred was asking, but I can't. A lot of what was coming to mind is paranormal, not Eldritch horror, because Eldritch horror is hard to do with film, because the whole point of it works best with, I would say, in a written format. Largely because, a lot of people get wrong the idea of like, oh, even like because of games like Call of Cthulhu, like, oh, you see Cthulhu and then like, lose your mind, and it's like, no, it's not just gazing upon Cthulhu that makes you lose your mind. It's the incomprehensibleness, and in particular the imposement of the fragility of human existence, and like the quote unquote meaninglessness of it. In the idea being that, like if you were an ant and then like pulled up from that ant to then like, if you were an ant on a circuit board, and then for a second the ant could realize not just that there's like a circuit board, but that circuit board is a part of a larger civilization's like technology structure and so on and so on. Like getting the whole realization of like what is so beyond your whole existence, and then having to like go back and pretend that everything's still chill, basically. Like the idea that like you can't change that and no one's gonna acknowledge it either. Honestly, a good example would be like after a natural disaster, the people who try to cling to normalcy. It's like, oh, yeah, but like it's not normal anymore. Or I guess, yeah, like in COVID, we had people who would kind of continue to try to act like, no, we're gonna keep doing it. I know the world's on fire, but we just gotta keep pretending like everything's the same and normal. And it's the insanity of like you knowing that that's not true, but the world not validating those issues is a major aspect of Eldritch like horror or Lovecraftian horror that's often missed, I would say. Because it's not just like a mind break of like, I gazed upon the abyss and then I realized there were eyes in there and that's kind of spooky. No. The craziness comes from the fact that like, even if everyone else around you is aware, it's the collective disassociation with it, and your inability to forget, your inability to continue living because you now recognize or are made aware of something that can never be unknown, basically. I'm sorry, I was yapping. I missed messages. People don't typically do that. That's the best part of watching movies, huh? Oh, for like picking it apart? Yeah, I mean, 9 times out of 10, I think the goal for most people, most people for one don't think about shot composition in a movie. That I don't even mean that in like a pretentious way. You should, like, if a movie succeeds, you should, like, the success of a movie supposedly is based on whether or not it can convince you for a moment, so you can have suspension of disbelief and be in it in that moment and believe it and it's real. You're not like, oh, they're making this sound with what fruit right now for the splitting bone. It's like, oh yeah, they're squishing a watermelon, that's the meat noise that I'm hearing. It's like, no, it's not about, like, you're meant to be in it and believing that they're actually doing the thing is a success for a movie. very rare that I can truly and completely suck you in, but to be sucked in at all is the main goal. The final line of Apes 2 is literally a black screen. It just and then the Earth was completely destroyed by man and ape Cerberus or something like that. The mutant telekinetics just make no sense. It's so weird and stupid. It has nothing to do with the apes on the planet. I think it has everything to do with apes on the planet. I think you just don't understand the deep lore. I just think you don't understand the deep lore. Watch Saw 1. It isn't that bad compared to the rest of the franchise. No, not on your life. Not on your life. In no way will I ever be consuming a Saw movie. I'm sorry to say. I watch Apes 4 soon. We gotta get the show on the road. There's like 7 more in the canon. Well, are you gonna continue on with the prequels? Because the new ones are technically not a reboot. I'm pretty sure they're meant to be prequels to the originals. I love that Lovecraft just wasn't very comprehensive as a person. Well, no, his whole thing was just the idea of like finding fear in the unknown. It's like mainly because he was just a very sad, fearful man, like a deep racist, horrid person who was truly like just scared of the world. Just a deeply, deeply troubled man that had a sad existence, not in a way to pity, but in a way to just be like, man, good lord. So like Mexico after the earthquake, 2017 or 1985. Yeah, I mean, if similar happened where people just tried to like keep going on as though everything was the same. Nap and I have read the same post explaining Eldritch horrors. I'm not sure what you mean. I was quoting from a book about designing Lovecraftian horror, but that's just like from a world building book. But equally, are you going to plug in that cave? Oh, that's right. I was gonna do that before I went and got that bed. Thank you. I entirely forgot. I would have flooded this thing. Now, to answer your question earlier, FNAF started the genre of mascot horror. That's what it's called. Not animatronic horror, mascot horror. An interesting choice to be like, no, that's a subgroup. It's not the main thing. It's not normal. It's not the normal main thing of horror movies. It's its own little subgroup. But I guess it was very distinctive for its choice. Like I don't think people otherwise were like, yes, animatronics. That's the scariest thing in the world, of course. God, it's genius. Why didn't I think of that? I'm gonna watch all 5 original and all 4 or 5 new ones because it is my duty. Based. A horror movie coming out this year that I'm hoping is good is Leviticus. 2 star-crossed teenagers who must escape violently or a violent entity that takes the form of a person that they desire most. That kind of sounds, I mean, it like not at all, but for whatever reason that reminds me, there's a horror movie called It Follows that feels very similar to that idea. When you mentioned the Ant on the Circuit Board, I guess the post I read could have also been quoted that book. Oh no, interestingly, that was my own bumbling through it. Perhaps great minds, or perhaps I also read was it a red post? Was it on somewheres? I don't recall reading a post about ants on a circuit board, but. That was more a riff. I was more referring to the large scale societal disavowalment of a problem. Around 30,000 people died in the 1985 in many buildings, and there was since 1500s collapsed, and people just try to ignore it. Yeah, that dissonance, that is kind of a base of like that weird eerie dissonance is a base for a lot of like elder horror movie stuff. is a game genre, not a movie genre, really. There's so much mascot horror slop stemming from FNAF. I mean, technically it is a movie now, right? So, you know. Checkpoint on the highway where the soldiers wear Snickers. They wear Snickers? Like the chocolate bar? I prefer Willy's Wonderland take on mascot horror. Now what is Willy's Wonderland? Elaborate. I like It Follows. Good flick. Every time I'll mention these movies that I like the good horror movies, but I'm just like, oh god, oh, it was the worst night of my week that night I had to watch that movie. I was just like, oh yeah, good movie. That's my dissonance. That's Tyler's my eldritch horror, where he has no dissonance to the scary factor of it. He's just like, oh yeah, good movie. Oh yeah, that was solid. Good flick. And I go, that thing scarred me. Nap, are you going to trap that horse? No. It'll swim out. It'll swim out after. Don't worry. Don't worry, it'll swim out. No, like the shoes. Sorry. Is it bad English? No, where is it? No, where's it? You have fantastic English. And if the soldiers aren't wearing boots, it means they aren't soldiers. So people pretending to be soldiers. Yeah, I can see that being spooky. I can see that. Especially where it's like an unknown situation where it's like, wait a minute, are you a soldier or are you not in this moment? Oh, good gracious. Which is all a spooky thing that seemed to be more and more occurring as of late. Impersonation imposters. Nap, watch Sharknado. I've seen it, it sucks. It's stupid, I hate it, and I love it. You have to save Gerald. No, we're not naming the horse. I'm not doing this again. I'm not going. No, this happened with the pig. That put off me filling in this area for like a year. I'm not. I won't be cajoled into this again. He will be fine. But did you watch Sharknado 2 to 6? No. Because we did as a family. What do you mean as a family? You can submerge a horse in water, but you can't make it swim. Well, that'll be his own fault. It means they're from the cartel and will kill you if you don't give them your car and a ton of money. Yeah, I kind of figured. I remember that also happened a lot in there was a documentary I was watching about I think it was for Colombia in like the 80s with like Pablo Escobar, and that was also a big problem of even just trying to like discern who was or was not really and truly like a part of the military or not. You're missing out on peak shark horror. I hate shark horror, actually. You know what, Tyler? No, for real. I am a #1 hater of shark horror movies. Because the result has been that people kill sharks in real life and they attack them and they're fearful of them, and sharks are great and they don't kill people. They really don't. And irreparable damage has been done from things like Jaws and Sharknado and The Meg and so on and so forth. And I'm tired of it. Much that Jaws was a fantastically made movie. Screw that movie.
Nap, you need to save Gerald.
No, I don't.
Decreed by chat on April 13th, 2026.
No, it vetoed. I vetoed the motion. The Tribune does not get to speak. The Senate did not pass a change. Womp womp, sorry. I'm proroguing Parliament. It's not happening.
So be it then.
So be it then. Well, Jesus Christ! That's not an answer. That's not a Hey, we use our words around here, Tyler. We don't wail when we don't get our way and suddenly hit me with loud sound
Save the
effects.
sharks. I wrote an essay as a child on shark fin soup. Let Gerald drown though.
No, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I take it back. Oh.
What is this man clicky clacking about?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, what a time to be alive. In Friday the 13th Part 2, they killed the real snake, and it was really messed up because they didn't tell the snake's owner they killed a real snake. That's so messed up. What do you mean? They just killed someone's pet? Huh? That's sadistic. I'm not saying drown it. I'm just saying if it drowns, it drowns. They should add hat crates. Huh? For Minecraft? Nap, do you have a subscription to HBO Max or however it's called now? No, I do not. Because there are some documentaries that if you watch, you will understand the situation here in Mexico. I don't, but I know somebody who has access to HBO, so yeah, lay them on me. I'll write them down. I'll write them down and go back to them. Because yeah, while I don't personally own it, I could certainly, like, here in, Nunavut, actually, I'd have, Crave. That's what I have. Or they have. As opposed to HBO Max, as we all know. As we all know. But anyway, you know, I don't think we gotta be too worried about Gerald. Now play the Pit DLC on Fallout 3. What do you mean the Pit DLC on Fallout 3? The Pit, how? Huh? Is there a mod that just makes the Pit happen? What do you mean? DLC called The Pit, And is it a medical drama? And that's it. Oh. Well, MJ. First we'd have to, you know, some goal some goal to get Fallout 3. You know? And that can't happen. Least of all until the current sub-goal, as we all know and love. Stupid. As we all know and love, we would have to process the current existing sub-goal as it stands. I need to go to bed now. Good night, nap. Good night, Gwen. Sleep well, dude. Perfect, the documentary, which is titled, oh, I did write this down. Collect Gonzo. Why does that pen not work, please? Surely I have a pen that works. Why are none of these working? For the love of God, fine, I'll use ink. Oh God. Oh, that's way too much on a nib. Oh God. Oh, it's gonna get everywhere. Okay. Yeah. Which is also the name of an event that happened in 2019 where the Sinaloa cartel oh, why is my chat wigging out? Essentially took an entire city hostage until the government released the cartel leader, the son of El Chapo. The government did release cartel leader complying with the demands of the cartel. Bonkers. Haven't multiple like officials, like elected officials, been like assassinated for at different times, having like run campaigns with the idea of like they're gonna take on the cartels, and then they get killed. Is that a challenge? What? Are you using a quill? No, it's not. Like, it's not a feather quill. It's just... My pen wasn't working, and I have an inkwell, and it's a writing implement. Okay, it's basically a pen. It's just got a nib. Okay, but it's not like a big feather. It's a you know, it's a writing implement that just happens to use what do we call it? A nib at the end of it. Cool as heck if you did, Nap. You have disappointed me. Nap does calligraphy. I feel like we've talked about this before, but yeah, I do. I know calligraphy. I don't know. I was so cool as a kid, gang. I was so very cool, and you know, just got really into wax seals and signets and calligraphy, and I got like really into various forms of various forms of calligraphy writing and the like. I do own a quill. It's not anywhere near my computer, but it's in a drawer somewhere, I think. Why are you getting defensive? Listen. One could say that perhaps it has not always been the case that people are like, wow, how cool, Nap. You do calligraphy, neato. You're already a loser? No! You could just say a calligraphy pen. Why are you so defensive? I'm a defensive person innately, okay? Yeah, not only assassinated, but sometimes fully working for a specific cartel, like the chief of security of the state of Tabasco, which turned out to be a founder of a cartel who controlled Tabasco and was fighting the state police of Tabasco. So he was essentially like Palpatine with the Clone Wars, or at least someone on the news program made that joke. That's kind of like exactly what they are, though. That, like, jokes aside, that is a great analogy. Imagine using outdated media. Couldn't be me. Somehow I doubt that. I have calligraphy tools and stuff from school. I had to learn how to use that. I don't know how to use it goodly, but... I think you mean I don't know how to use it well? They're raising the price of Dunkin' $6 meal deal to $8. This is Trump's America. I mean, yeah. No, I definitely mean goodly. Well. Well, dang. I should probably light that area up so there's not like a million villains down here, actually. Now that I think about it, before I let this get populated with 1,003 creepers, of which there is one already. Jesus Christ, human! Why? 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 Why out of nowhere? So I'm lighting up an area. Huh? Are you, brother? Why? That's so nutty. Save Jeff. That's a bit. I was doing a bit. I didn't mean for you to be serious. Ha! How did you? Hi, Tiger. Hi, Tiger. Hi. How is it going? Human just gifted 50 subs so that I would. Jesus Christ! Chrissy!
Chrissy, wake up!
Why?
Hey, hello.
Oh, that's so much.
Can you hear me? Wake up, Chrissy. I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up!
Ah! Hi, Tiger. I get 50. Any other requests? I'll get a name tag for Gerald, I guess. We'll bring him to the barn. We'll bring him to a nice actual place, I guess. Gerald, no Wikipedia page added. No, no wiki page will drop for the. Oh, what are you gonna remove that dang sound? I keep forgetting to. What did I just walk into? You walked into craziness. Oh, God. Am I dying right now? What is happening? Oh, there is something attacking me. Wait a minute. No, don't you dare attack Gerald! You stop that! No, Gerald! How did he die? I killed the zombie. How did he die? I'm gonna throw up. What do you mean? Why did Gerald die? What was that?
This is the end of the hardcore world.
Oh no, I need to lock in. It actually might be. It's very dark. There's a creeper coming up behind me. I know that to be the case. And there's another zombie. Okay, I guess he's getting a grave. I guess he's getting a nice grave. Oh, what the fuck?
You will never know peace. All of our loved ones will know what you did.
No, you
Actions have
can't.
consequences.
You can't curse me. That skeleton attacked him. That is not on me. I went in to save him. No, please. I can't stop playing Cookie Clint. What's that? Oh, I'm lightheaded. Oh, God. I can't stop playing Cookie. Dear Grandma, help. I found my dream Build-A-Bear. Snow leopard, that's very cute. My collection finally complete. You're on the MJ arc. You're on the MJ arc of Cookie Clicker. I'm gonna throw up. Can I refund those? Can I refund the subs? I feel fucking awful. That's so. Frostpunk 2 is to Frostpunk what Halo Wars is to the rest of the franchise. What does that mean? Oh no. Why don't you just give him Frostpunk? I will! Yeah, absolutely! We'll play Frostpunk! Apparently one. If you don't like two, we'll play one. And absolutely. Oh, that is a much better choice. That's at least something. My God. That horse has been in this ravine, in this moat, for like 3 years. Oh no. Oh God. Now he's dead. I don't even know how he died. I got in the way. Oh no, I have sweeping edge, don't I? How'd I not hit him? I'm so out of sorts. Yeah, like a Greek myth. Like a Greek myth. The efforts only as the tighter the fist of control closed around the fate of Gerald, only then did it slip through our fingers. But he was on fire before death. Oh no. Oh God. I don't think I could have planned that. I don't think I could have made in a million years. I don't think I could have made that happen. Died painfully. Don't say that. Oh God, dude, this is the friggin' worst. We have to check the tapes. I don't want to check the tapes. I don't want to check because I wasn't facing him. I think he was shot by the second skeleton. That would make more sense because I wasn't facing Gerald. So I don't know how I could have hit him with my... Even Sweeping Edge shouldn't have hit him. Oh, Lord Almighty. So at some point there'll be... We hit a nap week sub goal. I guess a week of Frosted Halos at some point as a recompense. Needs to be tried and executed for killing Gerald. Tried, yes. Executed if necessary. Due process. The skeleton did it. Skeleton did it. I decide who's guilty or not. I'm judge, jury, and executioner here. 21 tredecillion cookies per second? What the hell does that mean? How many grandmas do you got? How many grandmas do you got cooking away in the bag? Hang him from the generator. No, not allowed. 700 grandmas? Dios mío! That's way too many grandmas! Okay, so you're in like the late game. There's a late game? The cookie clicker? I thought you just click. I know you get to the point. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, MJ, aren't you achievement hunting for like achievements that take days to get now? Like days of work? Chevy! Hi, goes hi! Thanks so much. Welcome, Raiders! Thanks so much for the raid! Welcome to me totally not covering up the scene of a crime. I hope you're doing well. Me? I don't know how I'm doing anymore. Dios mío, icy Mo! My God. I'm trying to make out what that icon is. Doing great, glad to hear it. What were you up to today? Nap, I'm expecting 007 stream on May 29th. You want me to stream all of Dr. No featuring Sean Connery? The hit 1961 film that launched all of James Bond for MGM? Okay. Well, if you decide that, I guess. In exchange for my silence. Human, I gotta say, your husband's selling their silence pretty on the cheap. Pretty on the cheap for instead of interceding on your behalf. Well, that's fitting. I've been playing Crime Scene Cleaner. That's a game? There's a game about cleaning up crime? That's an insane idea for a game. Is that just Power Washing Simulator? But they just are like, yeah, but a crime happened. A kid in my high school computer class started using the school server to run Cookie Clicker 24/7. I mean, you know, that's somewhat more ethical. A kid in my high school just hacked into the. Well, actually, it was, you know, I don't know how. I've told this story before. Yeah. Anyway, he basically just got in and then used it to DDoS the school server. Oh God. Because he didn't want to take an exam. That had an online component. He did successfully get it delayed. Straight up goated. It's kind of like power washing, but imagine being there before the government comes. Sheffy, that's concerning. That's a concerning pitch for a game. I feel like that's teaching you. You bad things. You're at such an impressionable age, you know. Did he get caught? Nope. Or if he did, no repercussions were ever handed out, so I'm gonna assume no, because they had no idea what was causing it, and it was kind of partially their own fault because he was only able to like get a lot of information he needed. Because I mean, mind you, they were doing the nice right thing. They were trying to like he showed interest in computer building, and they were getting new computers. I mean, new to the school, they weren't actual new computers, but anyway. And they let him take one of the old computers home because he was like, oh, can I if you're just gonna throw it out. And they were like, yeah, sure, kid, whatever. You know, it's good. He'll be learning from it. Yeah, help the kid grow and learn. Anyway, they didn't wipe the hard drive before giving it to him, so he was able to open it in its BIOS and learn a lot of like the actual ins and out of how the startup happened, framed happened. Because there's a lot of things you weren't meant to be able to do on those computers because they were locked. But by running the BIOS, you could learn like, oh, there's actually a delay of 2 seconds in this moment to be able to access the start menu and so on and so forth. That was still true for all the school computers because they got uploaded with the same hardware schematics, just with newer machines. Oh, the classic. It's fine. I know what kind of bleach to use now. That's not good. I don't like that. What if, what, I don't like that you know what bleach is needed to get rid of blood stains. I have all the prestige upgrades for, and 701 regular, 614 achievements. I'm at the point where the game barely moves in no matter how long I leave it open. That's insane. That's literally just, you've one it should just all mold into being one cookie. Because you have the ultimate cookie and then you win. You win, ultimate cookie is yours. Sub goal nap watches Saw 1. No, I'm not making that a sub goal. Oh god. First of all, we can't. I can't show it on stream, and I can't stream it in the Discord either because it's listed as a public Discord, and they still have bots that like check for third-party ID. Six million subs. I live tweet Saw 1. Oh god. I said 6 million because I didn't want to quote an actual number because I'm scared. I'm scared of what Tyler would do. I used to play scrap mechanic in class and the teacher didn't care because I was an actual decent human being. Were you totally human about it? Oh! Not only blood stains, no worries, we got multiple different stains we can clean now. That is not less concerning. That is not in any way reassuring, and the little icy nod with the cowboy hat is not making it better, pal. I don't win until I get all the achievement, which is going to take eons. MJ, I think that means I think that means maybe put the game down, you know. Make the server private for 2 hours. I used to play Half-Life 2 in class. How'd you manage that? How'd you get Steam? Guys, I'm a little busy. Can we not? Gerald died today, okay? Out of respect for him. Can you leave me alone? Okay, good. Thank you. That was nice of them. They too are here to mourn Gerald. The greatest horse we never even got to put a name tag on. The achievement is working on right now genuinely takes 2 months nap. That's just ludicrous. They shouldn't be allowed to put that in the game. They should be told no. They should be told Steam should just say, no, you don't get to make an achievement require that much real life time. My high school let you bring in your own laptop if you owned one. That's psychotic. That's such a bad idea. And they let it onto the localized like internet? That's insane. Where are web clients that clone Steam and bypass firewalls? True, but still. What a wonderful sleep. Do you mind, sir? Sir? Who put you in iron armor anyway? Huh? Cookie Clicker achievement for having a run going for a year. That's just not even an achievement at that point. That feels, you know, it's not doing something to the game, it's just leaving it turned on. Can you stop moaning and groaning for a minute? You're right in my ear. You come out here like, it's right in my ear, dude. Ugh. This is during COVID, so they were like, whatever, that's one less computer we need to worry about being returned. Okay, fair. I guess COVID got crazy. Okay, well, you know, that at least makes sense. I thought it had been... Oh, there's two of them now. What messages are they sharing? Oh. Now there's two of them. Just leaving it turned on. Yes, that is the general idea of an idle game. Well, got me there. Got me there. But it's not the general idea of an idle game. For that, you have to get signed to a music label, you know? Stupid joke. And after 1 year, achievement barely matters because every building has an achievement that takes 2 months, and there's 20 buildings, and the one of the buildings goes 20 instead of just 10. So it actually takes twice as long as the other 19. 1 year achievement is Child's Play. Who made this game? All right, they need to be talked to. They need to be stopped. But cleaning blood made me tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. When you need help, call me. I hope I don't need help for cleaning up blood. Fun bye. Have a good sleep. Have a good week. Night, dude. Thanks again for the raid. Now, what's your thoughts on don't open this game for 10 years achievement for Stanley Parable? No! I would have reset my achievement that... No! No! I didn't know that was an achievement. No! Orteal, I can send you his Tumblr or Blue Sky if you want to yell at him. How about you just message him for me? I'm sure you guys go way back, you know? Also a 5-year version. If only that was the first game I ever streamed, then we'd be near it. Though I think 5 years ago today, I was like wrapping up KOTOR. I think. I was on 5 years ago, I was on the RSMP and wrapping up KOTOR. And I think just a little after this, somebody came in asking about the Flash. If you want to yell at him, it's crazy, by the way. As though he would hear it. Regular Stanley Parable is 5 years. Stanley Parable Ultimate Deluxe is 10. Nat played Ultra Deluxe. Rats. The entire Bad Girlies movie league is currently sick. It's a super spreader event. Maybe it's the Jonkler, you know? Who knows? Maybe this is a plot by the villains of Arkham, you know? Oh no, I was going up there to see if I could get my bucket. Hello, Sam. I mean, I could make a bucket with that, but I don't. I thought I had a bucket. I did have a bucket. Nice. Hey, let's throw this in there. This is not Master Chief. Hello, Canadian. That is an astute observation, sir, but it is Minecraft Monday. Oh my God. Insane. Bonkers. Who would have thunk? It has to go outside and Super go outside. Our immune system synced. Ew. Get out of my immune system. Ew. Like just alone, just ew is such a funny response. Just ew. No, I categorically refuse. Now, how am I gonna do this section? I should probably raise, I guess, the water level slowly? Yeah. Yeah. Where I guess like here it would begin to raise. And then it'll go on for a little bit. Jack has a cough. A bad cough. A whooping cough? I hope not, actually. Whooping cough sucks. This is not how water works. Water works like from Monopoly! I need to reconsider my life. I don't know why that ripped itself out of me. I didn't mean to even do that. I'm cooked. Oh, I'm chopped and cooked and unk and washed. Oh no. Oh, huge news. Paddington 4 is in production. W, best movie series, perfect movies. All I ever want. They're also apparently making an animated movie, Shepard from number 4. That seems... Wonder why. It's not like the cast has to say the same, you know? I don't think they'd save money for it being animated. Interesting. Very interesting. Either way, I'm excited to see what they'll do with it. Which, speaking of, there's been a lot of good movies lately, like Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary. Go see it. Hot dog. Go see it. Perfect time. Great time to watch it. My God, I watched it right before they returned in the Artemis 2. Oh, baby. God, I love space. I really do. It's so cool. Great movie. Genuinely. Fantastic movie. So sick. He also ignored me? Huh? What about the tea's ready? I thought you were just going to go get some tea. I thought that was just you saying tea's ready as if to be like, oh, I'll be back. Did my big message not send, or does Nap just hate me? Oh, I'm sorry. Nap, I've been wondering how you're going to connect the two parts of the river that are on massively different water levels. 3 years, but I haven't had to worry about it until today. Listen, a slow, gradual climb and descent. It's fine. It's either that or I raise the water level in there. Either's technically doable. About your kettle laugh. It doesn't sound like a tea kettle. Screw you. Oh, God. It's always all over the place. Sometimes it sounds like a tea kettle. Sometimes it's like a one of those, you know, Windex bottles. Sometimes I get trapped in hiccups. Oh, God. Nap, want to know how much money I spend on supplies for the helmet? Yeah, actually, I'd be interested. Because genuinely, it turned out fantastically. No, like in any event. Why have a slow gradual climb when you could have a waterfall? Waterfall, please. Waterfall. That's true. I guess I could also make it like a waterfall, like have it be a hard wall that then just has like. Well, it could be a natural waterfall, or it could look like a sewer grate waterfall. I guess either's doable as like an interesting feature. I miss ascending. Oh. $5. Only $5? Dude, that's a steal. That's insanely well made then. It looks way more than $5. A cardboard and foam for free for Spirit Halloween. Got duct tape for the dollar store? $5. Well, hot dog. Dollar Tree to goat. Are you just saying that because you work there? He says. Let me sleep, you fiends! Nap, did you see how many cookies I'm making now? I want to hear you exclaim a big number. Was it more than the decitrillion that you would add originally? You're making more? How's more? I don't even know what even would be the name for a number that's bigger? Well, I guess if we're doing a waterfall, then I don't really need I don't really need this. $480 tridecillion now. How in the heck? That's not a real number. That's not a conceivable amount. There's not even enough wheat in the you will have run out of raw material. There is not enough cookie raw material to make that many cookies. Is that part of the game? Do you have to make sure that crops are being grown? Like, how are you getting the amount of sugar needed? The amount of chocolate chips, the amount of flour, milled flour. Destroying other universes? No, what the hell do you mean by that? What do you mean? What the hell does that mean? You should play Cookie Clicker and find it. There is no way that a game. I have played Cookie Clicker. Not a lot of it, but when it was like first a thing or whatever. I feel like it was on a website originally or whatever. You click the cookie a little bit. Eventually you get grandma out onto the field. Get a couple factories going or something. And that's it. There is no, I don't believe you. That game has a functionality of in-universe destroying and cannibalizing other universes for the sake of your cookie production. There's no shot. That is a crazy choice. Why would that be? Why would they go there? This is a game that starts out. I'm thinking of the right game, right? It's Cookie Clicker, right? Like, this is the game that starts out. You just hover your mouse over a large cookie and just start clicking, and I'm to believe that this goes for that's. My God. That's literally just the give a mouse a cookie and then hard cut to 10,000 nuclear bombs. Cause if you give a mouse a cookie and it hard cuts to an air raid siren, it's just like nuclear fallout has spread across the land. Eldritch Cookies, Portal 2 style. Oh, God. You know what? Wouldn't surprise me. That seems like something Cave Johnson would do. That seems like Cave Johnson would cannibalize another universe for the sake of his own cookie production. I could see that happening. I have gone from baking cookies with a single click, hiring grandmas to help me, to farming cookies with cookie plants. I own hundreds of cookie mines. Cookie mines? Hollowing the earth of chocolate. My cookie factory runs on child labor. Probably. I own the economy with banks of cookies. A religion is mine to wield in service of cookies. I have an army of wizards conjuring cookies. I have reached into the stars to plunder other planets of their cookies and ingredients. This game is... You remember earlier in stream when we were talking about Eldritch Horrors? I should have said Cookie Clicker. Cause what do you mean? What all life's existence is to be sacrificed at the altar of Big Cookie? It's not even Oreo. It's not even Milk's favorite cookie, you know? Like, what do you mean? What kind of cookie do you get to choose? It sounds like it's just chocolate chip. Honestly, actually, missed opportunity. Why didn't Cookie Clicker do a tie-in with the oh god, what are they called? The Costco guys and the chocolate chunk cookies or whatever, and what with the big justice, as the kids say, you know? They come by and they go, hey, Costco or whatever, you know? You know what's better than one waterfall? Multiple waterfalls. You know, Niagara Falls would agree with you. All right, kids, everybody get in the car. We're going upstate to see Niagara Falls. Oh God, let's go. We're gonna circumvent the globe. Also, grandmas are secretly demons. What did you say about my grandmother? God rest her soul. What did you say? What did you say? Those are fighting words. How dare you? I created cookies with alchemy. I steal cookies from a cookie universe with portals. I use time machines to plunder cookies from the past. I condense cookies out of antimatter, and when I close my eyes... What kind of Doctor Who rant is this? Oh my God, I turn light itself into cookies with magical prisms. I manipulate luck itself. The universe bends to my whim and its molecules are made of cookies. The Keebler elves wish they were me. Manifest cookies from nothing. I create fractal cookies to manifest self-duplicating cookies from themselves. I use JavaScript to manipulate the fabric of reality to create more cookies and more cookies and more cookies and more cookies. Oatmeal raisin superior option. Human, how does it feel to just be so incredibly based? You're so right for that. You're so factually correct. And I'm tired of pretending otherwise. These people, human. They dog you. They dog on you always. Oh, human and his soup. Human and doesn't understand food. And yet the greatest take of all time. Somebody get this man a medal. I smash through the barriers between universes. Hijack them to make more cookies. I create giant beans. Oh God, brains to dream cookies. This is Shakespearean and I'm scared. A tyrant of cookies. I rule the multiverse with an oven glove. No, be so for real. Civilization's bend to my will. Only waiting for soldiers. More cookies. And more cookies. And more cookies. And more cookies. Oh, God. Truly, man in the garden moment. Oh, and I have a little garden where I crossbreed individual plants by hand to collect more seeds. All tyrants need a hobby. Just nothing to do with cookies. You just... Hey, you little freak. Hey. And more paper, and more paper, and more paper, and more paper. No, all the plants are cookie based. Okay, so like, what if I'm in this universe? You know, you're in this universe, and you see Lil Nap come up and goes, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. I would like something that is not cookie based. Maybe like, could I have, maybe like a burger? Could I have a burger? Is it possible? What happens then? Huh? What if I want something that's not cookie? Huh? And I'm locked in on cookies no matter what? You've been sufficiently brainwashed or killed. Killed? What do you mean? Tanks are rolling and they're powered by cookies? What do you mean? Surely something else has to exist in this world. What if I just want a nice cup of coffee? What if I just want to go through and get a slice, you know? Is it just everything's sweet now? Everything's cookies? I'm making a meal designed to be as cost effective as possible, not Michelin quality food service. Except for the oatmeal cookies. Those are Michelin star. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's not about a cost effectiveness. They're just delectable. My Red River. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just like the cereal. Anybody else ever get fed that birdseed cereal? No? Alright. Some of that are like the Great Depression, basically. I think literally it's seeds. It's seeds. It's bad. That or like cream of wheat. That's another one. Anyway, you ever get forced to have you wake up cold winter day, you know? I mean, you know, God love them. Your parents, you know, they made breakfast before you head off to elementary school or whatever. So, you know, you're like, okay, it's kind of them to have done this, but you're there, you're praying. You're like, come on. I hear the stuff getting scraped out of the pot. Be oatmeal. Be oatmeal, please. Be steel cutouts. Ow! Cream of wheat. Ow! And then worse still was Red River, which again, seeds. Creamed wheat was still better than the seeds. I'll say that. Finally, the final building is clones of you because all the this messed up universe domination came from you. So the best way to develop more is to make more of you. God, this sounds like a Stanley Parable-esque game. New Metro game. Metro! Sorry. Metro Boomin made a game? Crazy. Can we visit the desert well? Sure. Why get beef stew when I could use hot dogs for fraction of the price? I mean, you know, if you're looking to do like a better protein build, then the beef stew will be better for that. So like depending on what you're looking, like depending on if you're trying to get a certain macro out of your meal. Because you could still do beef and be cost effective. It's just, you know, versus the hot dogs, because the hot dogs won't like necessarily translate to as good a gains. In which case it's actually less cost effective because to equate the same level of complex complex proteins that you would need would, well, you'd need to spend a whole lot more on hot dogs. Desert well. So beautiful. I'm leaving and never returning. What do you mean? Oh, for the Metro game? What, you're gonna be locked away forever playing this Metro game? I don't believe it. As much as I like Cookie Clicker, my favorite idle game is actually Universal Paperclips. It's even weirder. The only other one that I've never heard of that one. The only other idle game I've ever heard of was is it like called Venture Capitalist or something like that? My measurement of gains is mass consume. But that, well, mass consume's good for some quantities, but not for all. Like again, that's what I meant. Like if you're looking to build, like for instance, if you're looking to build muscle in a specific way, then it's like, yeah, you would want a better intake of complex proteins that highly processed meat, like a hot dog, can't give you because of its processing. But if you're just looking for quantity for like sustenance and sustaining purposes, yeah, that makes sense. There's like more salted stuff. It has less interesting nutrients. Yeah, I mean, it would be a difference of nutritional value versus like just innate consumptive mass. But hot dogs are certainly an easy and effective like substitute for me to binge. Very cost effective, smart. Especially because there are, depending on what quality of hot dog you get, there are ones that are actually of like a really high quality of meat intake as well. I think Paperclips is more sensical than Cookie Clicker. I can guarantee you anything is gonna be more sensical than Cookie Clicker off of what I've been told. Because what do you mean the universe is reborn and it is Cookie at an atomic level? That's not, that's no, that ain't happening. Gerald too! Oh, it's a miracle! There's still a Gerald! Oh, wonderful! Wonderful news! Oh, thank God! When did I brick you up into here? You've been sealed away for years! Literal, real life years! Gerald is reborn! Isal Gaib! Oh my God, Gerald too. Yes, yes, beautiful, beautiful. I will be back. I will bring. Yes, Gerald the Grey died, and in his place come back Gerald the White. I will be back with a lead to bring you to your safe haven barn. Yes, and some apples. Should I have saddles? I could just ride them there. Well, the paperclip follows a very similar trend, but it's like trying to tell a story to make criticism on capitalism while doing it. It's just ridiculous. So, like, Portal versus Half-Life is what I'm hearing. I'm coming, Gerald. Oh, Gerald, you will be safe again. Trust me. Nap, are you excited to watch the Animal Farm movie in theaters May 1st? No, I'm not excited to see what they've already butchered. Like, it's already. Oh my God. I don't want to get into it. They've already fundamentally changed elements that it's like, okay, now it's not the same story. Now you have misinterpreted all of Animal Farm. How have you done this? How have you accomplished this? Hey, gang. Hey, Gerald. Hey, Gerald, could you come this way so that I don't die to whatever's in here? Gerald, I know it's a lovely patch of grass. It's a lovely, it's a beautiful patch of grass. I know, Gerald, but you know. Oh, you were already tamed. Perfect. Wondrous news, Gerald. Wondrous news. Yes. Still not sure why you were sealed away in there for 3 real-life years, but good on you for surviving, you know? You did a good thing there. You managed where few others would, you know? It's a completely different story from the original. Oh, it is. It is. Like, it fundamentally it misunderstands how Animal Farm was meant to work. I had a call with the dealership. Today, which is cool. But also told me that the truck I want, regular cab, because they don't need a crew cab, would probably have to be ordered from a factory and would take like 6 months because no one buys it because people are stupid. Ooh, 6 months. That's crazy. Why so? Like, I sure nobody orders it, but that's so. Why so long? One isn't kicking around somewhere. Paperclips also ends with you destroying all matter in the entire universe to turn into paperclips, but it's a criticism of capitalism and you being an AI whose only instructions are produce and maximize and optimize to the point where you obliterate everything versus Cookie Glitter doing the same thing but cartoonishly in the name of cookie. Also, even innately, I feel like there's more symbolism in it being a paperclip, which is like very like office material, you know what I mean? Even though they are 10 times better for people who actually need trucks compared to the suburban moms who buy them. Also, their aura. Also, oh wait, single cab truck. So is this for a pickup then versus a for pickup truck versus a like a single versus crew cab? I was assuming you meant like for, I don't know, like an 18-wheeler for some reason. Minecraft on Monday? Woo! Yo, medicine Aldo. Hope you're doing well, King. Hope life's treating you well. Are you out of the tax season yet? Have they released you? Or are they still evilly keeping you locked away and chained to the desk? Those fiends at the CRA. See, I remember, I recall. I know who does my taxes. My phone is at 10%. I'm going to the Mellow Hello There school of not charging my phone. First of all, insane shot off the bow to somebody who you've said is both sick and not here. What an insane, why'd they catch a stray? Mellow isn't even here. Why are they catching a stray 2 hours into a stream? That's what an insane move. Oh. Also, I think I missed the, Why would I be buying a semi? I don't know, maybe you're gonna get into trucking. Maybe, I don't prejudge. Maybe, I mean, I was prepared to hear it. Well, it sounds like you make long journeys around your, province, already. So I was like, oh, maybe you're gonna pick up a gig trucking. I don't know. Seemed like adjacent. I've known some other folks who've done similar work that you've done. They've also equally gone into trucking, but my current and old car are both 11, so it'll be a big jump. No, you gotta jump backwards. You gotta get a 1992 Toyota Tacoma. This is where I say I know nothing about trucks. Actually, I listen, Canadian. I'm gonna judge you deeply if you get the like, you know, Sun High Beam Simulator Mach 2 installed, designed to crush any mid-sized sedan while blinding their drivers. I'm gonna judge you deeply. If I ever find out you got the Supernova 5000, oh baby. I'm gonna go to Total Human School of letting my phone die and not charging it the rest of the day. I mean, at least humans here, like, he can at least defend himself if he feels the need to. The Mellow one's just a crazy, like, and Mellow, atomic bomb goes off. I mean, technically, if I go the crane route, I would get my A to Z same as CDL, but I did not plan on doing that. Yeah, fair. Brains low-key bore the heck out of me. Yeah, they do seem like they wouldn't be super interesting long-term jobs, but also, I mean, I feel like it'd just be spooky being that high. I'm not like afraid of heights, but if a crane feels like not only being high up, but having to trust that it's stable, you know? The only cars I know anything about are Hot Wheels. I like the ones that aren't cars, so sharks, donuts, toasters, sodas. The only cars I know about are cars that aren't cars, all right? Listen, Tiger is a massive fan of the Wienermobile. Aren't there only like 6 of those in existence? They're like big hot dog vehicles. Every time Mellow shares his screen, it's at 6%, and why are they getting put on blast? But cranes are such awesome birds. Wait, I may be stupid. Oh, Madison, that's awesome. Wake up, I love cranes. They're a great bird. Oh, you mean cranes like the construction equipment? Oh, that's so sick. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yo, get out, dude. Okay, I'm here. You can yell at me now. Sorry, no more yelling. No, sorry. This is the tonality of this is my tonality for the rest of stream. I'm actually gonna just be speaking at a fairly stable and low volume. I think I'm just gonna stay quite chill for it. Really not gonna need to raise my voice almost at all. Welcome back to stream. We're coming close to the 5-year anniversary of this world. What a time to be alive. You know, slowly building out a Red River. Wienermobile at my wedding. I mean, that kind of would be iconic. I can't lie. We have some awesome birds here in Canada. Yeah, got the wolf bird, the loon, the wolf bird. Sounds like a wolf. Actually, kind of does. You know what? Actually, what is it called? A shoebill? Is that the one that sounds like? Is that the bird that sounds like a machine gun going off? I've been learning a lot about birds in the last little while. Mainly because I've been trying to find I've been trying to understand. I had read a report about a number of dinosaur bone findings that I was trying to understand, because they were talking about how oh yeah, you know, we think that the dinosaurs may have chirped like birds, and I was like birds? No, there's no way a T-Rex was out here tweeting, you know. But then I looked into it, and then I learned about a number of different birds and what they sound like, and good googledy moodledy. Did you know? And did no one want to tell me that there was a bunch of birds that you feel it in your chest when they warble or whatever? Not a cockatrice. What's it called? Oh God, what's it called? I'm blanking now. Oh no. That's the right bird. Yeah, and it sounds like a machine gun going off. It's crazy. Not the shoebill. That's not what I'm thinking of. I'm trying to figure out. Like a prairie grouse? No, it starts with a C. Canada geese have a long neck, hiss, and will defeat you easily. And Sculper chicken, crazy. Outside of eating eggs that have been specialized. That was the medicine. Clearly, the app is not to see the beam of the chicken looking at the sky, and the T-Rex goes screaming, "Remember who you are." I have actually, but no, it's not that I have always fundamentally understood that birds are related to dinosaurs and are like the ancestors of them, kind of thing. It was more an interesting idea of they believe they have been able to figure out the voice box of a type of dinosaur, because they found a calcified remain, and then they believe, and because voice and sound is made mostly by wind traveling through your voice box, that it's basically oh yeah, we could probably figure out how it could vibrate and sound in a dinosaur, and they were and they described it as a chirping sound, and it was chirping? No, there's no way. Kookaburra? No. Here, one second. I think I could find something for it. Cassowary, that's what I was thinking of. It it took me a second. I just had to think of what to type into Google. I was like, how do I? It's like turkey, ostrich, crossbird, sound like dinosaur. God, I'm cassowary. You said K, and I started guessing K birds. I thought I said C. I misspoke if I said K because I was thinking C, because that's why I said not cockatrice. But yeah, cassowary, that's the one, a straight up dinosaurs. Yeah, they just are living dinosaurs. But anyway, they have this like rumble they can do that like you feel in your chest. And it was described in that paper as the idea of like, yeah, you'd, which I've heard before, but it just reiterated to it of the idea of like, yeah, you'd probably feel a T-Rex roar near you more than you would like hear it almost. Like it would vibrate. It would almost be like when thunder happens in a way that like you can feel it sometimes before the thunder actually claps. Because it's the vibration it causes. Now, if you gotta look at a kakapo, they're so silly. Well, now I gotta know. I mean, that just looks cute. No, it's got a pretty adorable chirp. That's like a bird. That's like any bird ever. It's not the best bird ever. The best bird ever, and is hands down. You will never convince me otherwise. The single best sounding bird call is a mourning dove. It is a mourning dove through and through. I don't care. Bring me any other bird. L to all of them. They all suck. Mourning doves are the peak. They are the peak of bird calls. Misty morning. Go down by the you go down by like a harbor or so. You hear like a mourning dove. Oh, coffee in hand. Just a lovely experience. In that moment, like the world is good. Love exists. Humanity is saving. Are the birds I hear the most? That makes sense because I genuinely do think fog and mist attracts them. Not like in a scientific way, but they seem to always be more vocal during times of misty, foggy, cool spring mornings, you know? I hear mourning doves a lot, but don't often see them. Yeah, they are very like, I feel like they stay like just off in a corner somewhere, you know? Okay, but for humor, the kookaburra can't be beat. They laugh. Actually, I do want to hear a kookaburra right now. Wait a second. I'm thinking of the right one, right? It's the one that's like that one, you know what I mean? That I just sounded insane. That didn't sound like anything. Kookaburra, yeah, laughing. Okay, yeah, this is the one that I was thinking of. Wait a second. Sorry, I'm sorry. Welcome to the Polius episode where we just listen to bird calls, I guess. My bad. I'm sorry, I should be playing a game. I'm getting lost looking at bird calls. My bad. Oh, man. Nightjars are also goated. I don't even know what that is. Well, I do love the fog, so that checks out. They tend to, I feel like anytime it's like foggy or like fog bank rolls in or it's misty or whatever, and you'll start to hear the like, you know what I mean? And it's just in that moment, oh baby, you know, I could be the I could be the front man for any Kohl's ad, basically. just ready to have a large cable knit sweater, a mug with 2 hands on it, and just listen. just listen and be like, wow, nice. Heck yeah, man. Gonna read a book. Oh, the birds. Sounds like a diesel. Don't want to start. Did take a second for that kookaburra to wind up, actually. Neb's trying to summon Brennan Lee Mulligan. That is what he does have a lot of bird facts. I don't got many bird facts. I just know some calls. Birds are just cool. I think a nightjar might be a bird. I need to. Also, what do you mean? Nap is dyslexic. This dude cannot read chat correctly. What did I misread? That sounds like a diesel that don't want to start. Yeah, I read that correctly. What do you mean? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed a large message. Me and friends heard an owl around midnight during airsoft match. Then they then spend the next 3 hours trying to find me because they were convinced it was a skinwalker. I spent the next 3 hours stalking them through the woods, unaware I also had the truck keys, so they couldn't leave. Human, why are you a cryptid? Why are you? Why is your existence just like a period out of mist with I have the keys if you wish to leave? I have no idea what human sounds like. I have to assume it's Christopher Lee at this point. I feel like I have to assume. Eventually they walked past and I heard one of them say if he was hurt he'd call out. I then proceeded to emerge for the wood. Exactly. That's some Christopher Lee nonsense. Turn off scientific notation. I make 35.6 septendecillion cookies a second. I think that's gonna cause the heat death of the universe. It's not enough. God. I too like The Birds, 1963 by Alfred Hitchcock. I actually hate that movie, namely because I saw it when I was 5, so accidentally watched it at like 2 a.m. My bad. Maybe that's why I don't like horror movies, you know? He's 6'4", he is a cryptid. I mean, 6'4" is like... I feel like that's not scary tall. That's pretty like... It's like at the higher end of average, right? Who wouldn't be a cryptid if given the opportunity? Me. I'm so I have such desire to be known, you see. I'm an open book. I really like I really like engaging people and having public awareness of my existence, you know? Definitely not paranoid about these kind of things. I'm so sickly gonna miss D&D tomorrow. No! No, but they need you! What if they all die? What if they wipe? I can't type, I'm so tired. I have 5 bags of buns. Huh? Ah! What do you mean? I'm so tired, I can't type and I have 5 bags of buns. Oh man, screw my life. Life is pain. How is life pain if you have 5 bags of buns? Human's a movie villain in the making. I mean, that part's not wrong, yeah. Pain is in bread. Okay. Okay. I'm Bread Lord. Give me all the buns. But you're not Bun Lord. Very different. Very different. Just a lone statement. Just a lone statement from MJ is very funny. Not brioche. But I love brioche. I've actually very rarely had brioche now that I think about it. I think I've only ever had it once. And I don't know if I could count it because it was done as like French toast, which then feels like it's not really brioche. I'm going the wrong way. Well, I can get some from this way too. I need more netherrack is what I need. But I've heard good things about brioche. I hear it's very sweet. It's kind of like pastry, which makes sense for why they used it for the what do you call it? French toast. It was at this weird little like, I think it's a chain of restaurants somewhere in Quebec. It's called Normandines, I think was what it was called. Anyway, it was all right. But yeah, they like made a big thing. It was like this. I was very young at the time, but I just remember just being like, "That's really big looking French toast. I want it. Give it to me." And they did. And they did. Normandy. yeah. They named it Normandy. No, I think it was a chain restaurant. I think called Normandines, I think is what it was called. But yeah, it's kind of just your average like franchise of diners. You know what I mean? I want a grilled cheese, but I'm sick and I know I don't have the energy to eat like a meal, so I'm snacking on Cheetos. I'm gonna be so real. The Cheetos are probably gonna make you feel more ill long term, but all right. I feel like long term, the like sole sustenance, because like, you know, if you only eat Cheetos, that would probably upset your stomach. I assume to begin with, if it's like your sole sustenance. Give me superpowers? Yeah, like what? Huh? This local breakfast place does churro French toast, and that is so fire, but it also feels like instant heart attack. Ain't that just the best way for it to be, though? You know? I mean, like, what a way to go. Eh? Died how he lived. That's how I wanted to say on my grave. Died how he lived. Horking back massive amounts of sugar. Every time I sneeze, it makes my heart hurt. Small chest tension. That seems bad. That doesn't... I don't think that's allergies, King. That seems concerning. Nap, empty your inventory, please. But what if I need my 5 oak trapdoors or my 59 oak logs or I need the kelp for later and I still got 4 tuff that I need and my chiseled tuff and I need and my quartz I'll need for that eventually, you know?
Oh wow, hi Nap, I just woke up.
Oh, I mean, hello there. How do? Hopefully good, hopefully well. I mean, I wasn't gonna throw you under the bus. I thought you learned your lesson, Tyler, but all right. I get the full body aches half the time I sneeze. Like my entire arms are instantly super sore and itchy. I think that's like a circulation thing, isn't it? Because I have sneezed before and had like one arm get really like basically like a almost like a vein pinched almost.
And I was sleeping all day. Also, Tyler, I hope you explode.
Well, I'm sorry to hear you're still sick, King. It sounds like the whole Mel gang is under the weather. Hope you're having lots of soup. That's it, Tyler. Have soup. That's better than Cheetos. Cheetos will not make you not ill. Your body needs nutrient. You need fluid to flush your system. That's how that works. That won't necessarily work for MJ because if it's you know connected to seasonal allergies. But if you're just like sick, consume fluids. Lots and lots of fluids. Cheetos have nutrients. Yeah, but they don't have nutrients that are beneficial for fighting the cold. Yeah? Are they a good size? So what vitamin source are they a good source of? What is the I love Red 40. It heals me. Chatters, sometimes I worry about you. Oh, this is the second person in chat who's like, I don't care about the
Can
nutrient
Tyler have
content
a
of
lump
food.
of C4 up his YK and then light it?
Have a lump of C4. Well, I mean, I don't think you light C4. I could be wrong. No, please, bro. I'm about to go back to work and start making money again. You're saying that full body sneeze nerve pinching is gonna prevent that? Can't imagine why. Can't imagine how that creates a problem for you.
Teach me how C4 works
What was
Mac
that?
on stream, tell me.
Why did C4 come here? Why did I get hit by the C4? Also, I didn't hear that hiss at all. It didn't even go the tss. It blew up over there. I wasn't even near it. No, MJ, you're wrong. Okay. Okay,
Nap, what did Tyler say
maybe
about me?
it's my bad for not having my other headphone in. Maybe it was to the right of me and I should have my right headphone in. I guess. Maybe that would have been helpful. Maybe that would be helpful so that I can hear the game noises that are to my right.
You're a dingus.
You take that back. Yeah, who abused their godly power to throw C4 into the world? True, real and true. Who did it? Which one of you schmucks? Oh God. I'm nothing terrible, Velo. It was just it was just a crazy thing for Tyler to have said. All he just said, you know, he's not charging his phone, and then he just was like, you know, because Mello, I'll be like Mello because Mello never charges their phone, and I was like, Mello's not even here. What a crazy out of the blue shot across the bow to be like, hey, Nap, by the way, Mello never charges their phone. An insane choice.
Hey, now my phone is never charged because I faint before I get it on a charger regularly.
Got you there, Tyler. Got you there. Sounds like Tyler. Tyler, they're taking you to ableism court. Seize him. Destroy him. Send him to the brig. Have you tried not doing that? Is crazy. Have you considered not fainting? I would love for it to be the case. I would love for it to be the case though, that it's like fainting that's not like medical fainting, and fainting that like Mello is just really big on like you know, Edwardian, like Victorian Edwardian personality of like oh, the vapors, they're getting to me. Oh, and then just a faint, like fainting from the heat, you know. It certainly has 1 foot in the grave. Is crazy. Six isn't dead. Well, no, and that's the thing. Tyler never said that you had a dead phone. He just said, he had just been saying, he was like, I think, yeah, he just said, I'm joining the never charge.
Oh yeah, I do it for attention. That's why I go to the doctor. It's my special interest is wasting my parents' money.
didn't mean it as a seeking attention thing. I meant it as I just like the fainting couches from the Victorian era. I just find, I mean, they were mostly fainting because there was, you know, gas in the air always, because there was constant leaks from their gas piping. And so then when they said the vapors were making them faint, they meant literal gas vapors. But no, King, I didn't mean anything, but I just meant, I was making a bit.
Gas piping your mother.
Let's take a time out. Am I meant to go to bed when chat is this wild? What a time to be alive, King. What a time to be alive. For real, night. Have a good night. Sleep well, King. Remember when Grant asked who you would make a mod if you had to choose? Oh, yeah. I remember, yeah. And I think I said Mark Hamill, maybe? Probably Mark Hamill. Maybe like a Stephen Colbert or like a... Nah, none of those are perfect. Who is the guy? Andy something. Andy, I forget his name, but he's like the side guy on Conan O'Brien. He was in Dancing with the Stars recently. I'm blanking on his name, but I only heard about him being on Dancing with the Stars because he ended up because I think a judge gave him a bad score, and he quite literally started riling up the crowd where he was like, "Yeah, get him!" Like the crowd, he got the crowd to start booing the judge, which then he was told by the United, he's like, that nobody has done that before. We don't do that. What are you doing? And I think that's just based. I think that's awesome. Oh, the way Nap's filling this in is really bothering me. What do you mean? I'm just filling it in so there'll be water. I mean, this side's meant to be 2 blocks high, and this side's meant to just be 1 block high for the water. Why is this a bad way to fill in? Nap, did you ever watch Pippi Longstocking as a kid? Nah. I don't think so. I heard about it. I thought it was about, I was wrong about it. I think I confused it at one point with like Little Orphan Annie. And then also there's like another one that's like, Anne of Green Gables, which is like another one. And it's just like, there's a lot of like little redheaded orphan kids, it seems, from famous old literature. Oh, hydrate. The 1969 hit film Pippi Longstocking. Oh my god. Have we cut any characters from the running? Dios mío. Does Snap seem like a big Pippi head? I don't think that's what they're called. I don't think the fandom of Pippi Longstocking comes around and be like, oh, first of all, I don't think there's a fandom of Pippi I mean, I'm sure there's people who like Pippi and are like, yeah, sure, it's all right. I don't think there's like a dedicated fandom to Pippi Longstocking, let alone Pippi heads. Then again, I guess, you know, lots of people have their special interests and some are pretty obscure. So maybe I'm wrong. I used to watch it all the time as a kid. Yeah, but like I can't imagine are you still like deep in the fandom of Pippi Longstocking? Could have used scaffolding to make the removal process faster. Doesn't water break scaffolding? I could be wrong, but I think it does. I think water breaks scaffolding. They're apparently making a new animated show, so I got reminded about the movie. New animated movie. Ah. I mean, there is a version of Pippi Longstocking I saw. It was well, it was a version of Pippi Longstocking that never got released, but I saw a lot of information about it, which was by Miyazaki, back at his old studio before he started Studio Ghibli. It's one of his foundational films, actually, but he never did get released. Fun fact, you know. But you would know that if you ever saw that nap video essay on Howl's Moving Castle. Wow. So there will be new fandom. So true. Gotta update them. Gotta update the tags. I think I used that phrase right. I think I used the right turn of phrase. New Pippi Longstocking discourse, you know? Nerd! What do you mean nerd? Oh, because I know the history of an animation studio! Okay. Not wrong, but still. Water flowing into the side as scaffolding breaks it. Should be able to place water on the scaffolding. Huh. I didn't think that would work. An interesting idea, though. I'm a bit late now, and also I just I'm not too worried about this because, well, my pick breaks netherrack like incredibly quickly. Are you suggesting there's Pippi Longstocking fan fiction? I mean, I guess my assumption is if I feel like something can't be, you know, known as like media fandom versus like, and when I say media fandom, I mean as separate from like, you know, sports fandom or etc. But like, I feel like if some form of media is to claim it has fandom, it needs two things, and that's fan art and fan fiction. I feel like those are the two things that need to exist, and then if they've achieved both of those things in any capacity, fandom exists. Now you may be saying, well, gee whiz, Nap, that seems like an awful convenient goalpost you put there, given that you can then claim that there is in fact Ageless Empire fandom, to which I would say, wow, that is an astute observation. Wow, good. That's a swell little observation there. Oh, I can watch the Howl's Moving Castle video now. I watched it with Merlfred. Yo! Well, let me know what you think. It may be more poignant now than it was when it released, now that I think about it. Though I think, yeah, some of the visuals in it glitched for whatever reason. They got like messed up in the upload and YouTube wouldn't let me alter it. And every time I tried to re-upload, it still maintained some of the same visual glitches. So I was a little sad about that. Nap, hockey has so much gay fan fiction. Sports is not excluded. But I would say it's not. I understand that, but I would also say it's not. It's not a requirement for sports fandom in the same way. I could be wrong, but like, is there? I mean, you know what? There definitely is. There's probably fan fiction of like a cricket team or something. It just is. I would say, of all things, it is a higher barrier, I would say, to find sports fandom making fan fiction versus media fandom. But I could be entirely wrong in that. I just presume it's mostly media that is fiction, because often it's media that is fiction. But then again, there's fan fiction about real people, I think. I'm pretty sure. That's a thing. There's word girl fan fiction, so I wouldn't doubt it exists. I mean, that just kind of feels like a given, you know? It's a show about words. I feel like they would have failed somewhat if they didn't inspire people to write, you know? Wouldn't they have kind of failed in their mission statement if they made a whole show about learning words and then, like, nobody wrote anything? Nap needs to learn about RPF. What is RPF? Yay, the greenhouse! Just as we go by. NASCAR too. Yeah, I think isn't there like there's one of the F1 drivers I think is also quite famously now has like a lot of fan fiction written about them. Why they're making an animated movie about a franchise that's been dead for like over 25 years is beyond me. Brother, what do you, that's the name of the game. What do you mean? IP is all that anybody cares about these days, even when they don't actually care about it. For instance, look at the Halo TV show. I may not know a lot about Halo, but I'm pretty sure Master Chief not meant to take his helmet off, nor is he meant to like have a romance plot where he falls in love and has kids, I'm pretty sure. And then he's like raising them for a little bit or whatever, and so on and so forth. And it's like, when they talk to the people who made the show, they were like, oh yeah, I've never played the game nor read the books, nor do I want to. I don't care about it. And the same is true for the people at Netflix who worked on The Witcher, where they said, well, no, I don't care what's in the books or the games for The Witcher. I want to make a story of this, and you can't get a lot of things made these days in Hollywood without an IP attached to it because they see that as built-in audience, even though if you make it and don't respect the source material, you're kind of just shooting yourself in the foot, because 9 times out of 10 the people who would originally latch on to it no longer latch on. But you know, there's definitely is YouTubers a lot. Oh, for real person. Yeah, it makes sense. That was a whole thing for like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier and such. Technically, one or two tops. I think only one exists about me somehow. I'd say it's a real person because it puts me in I mean, speculatively, weirdly, because I live in none of it. But anyway, there's a coffee shop in a certain region of the city of New York that they set it in. I always found that I was like, wild choice. But all right. People have their creativity. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, so long as people aren't like, this is a one-to-one representation of the real person. I assume people write it as like, again, this is my assumption, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I assume often this stuff is written of like, oh, this is able to give me the starting point of like, you know what that character visually looks like, or you know how they act, and then I can build off that. But once the pen's to the page, it's no longer really about the actual person. That's my assumption. Wild if it's the reverse and it's like, no, these are meant to be one-to-one, real and true. Screw the Halo show, we don't talk about that. Oh, come on, what do you mean? It was beautiful. Paramount Plus' greatest achievement. Before they sold Paramount. Oh, God. Look at Pippi Longstocking fanfic, and the first thing is Pippi goes to war. I mean, that makes sense. Isn't part of the original story there's like a war that goes on? Or is that Heidi? Is that Heidi Girl in the Mountain? He actively views himself as a weapon, so you think Master Chief, you think he's not looking to like have kids and he's not looking for the quiet life? Because I'm pretty sure he has like a whole like he has a whole little speech to his wife in the show. They're gonna like get a farm, I'm pretty sure. I think they're gonna have a quiet life in the country, which is unclear of like where the country is. I feel like they reference like Middle America. I can't recall. I remember seeing a clip. I feel like they reference like Ohio or something, and it's like, is that still a thing that is referenced? Like the go west kind of like Manifest Destiny. I was like, I feel like this is meant to be far enough in the future. Nobody's really, you know, in the same way. I'm sure there was. Like, sure, I know we still say like all roads lead to Rome, but most people aren't gonna be like, you know, aren't coming out with like Iliacta Est to be like, oh yeah, the die is cast, you know, some idiom of Caesar's or whatever, 9 times out of 10. Heidi Girl in the Mountain reference. Yeah, you like that poll? You like that deep cut? I like The Witcher show. Last season was kind of mid without Cavill, but you know, yeah, I mean, part of the reason Cavill left was because of that. Like, he continuously pushed against that, and potentially creative differences caused him to leave. I knew there was Navik, but I didn't know.
In the mountains, I found a Connor Eats Pants stream, and he was talking bad about my favorite character ever other than Cassandra Cain, and it one-shot me.
Fallback. Why am I the fallback for being one shot out of? I'm where the sewage outlet is for the Connor Eats Pants streams. No. Oh god. Funny that you're back from your exile in the mountains though, because we are talking about Heidi Girl. You know, Heidi Girl in the Mountain. Great movie / book. Oh Dios mío. But I knew there was an episode, but I didn't know what it was about. Most of it's about the Ageless Empire and like the hardcore world, and there's not much of it to begin with. I think only once that I'm aware of was it meant to be real life, and I still think it was meant to be the Nap character, and then only twice that I'm aware of. And probably that I want to be aware of. Did it ever become, we'll say romantic. That's the word we'll go for. Some people had hard stances on David,
why
man.
I hate Twitch streams other than here, though this platform is overstimulating.
Oh yeah, when you get like the big like brum 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 of just nodders and nopers and you know, people hop and the like. Even a Connor Eats Pants stream, because that's like slower. I would say he's probably one of those streamers that depending on what he's doing, he's either gonna be like, oh, you can kind of read that chat, or it's gonna be zooming by. Which, don't get me wrong, I think there's personally I think both are fun at different times, but I definitely am not someone, I definitely understand that I'm also somebody who's like, yeah, I don't chat in chats that are like really fast. It's not really my MO. Different vibes each time, you know? In canon, all UNSC personnel were offered retirement after the end of Human Covenant War, and he chose not to. No, but that's not, no, he told his wife. No, that's not, the show's canon. I'm going to fist fight the director. Come on, what do you mean? Come on, it was perfect. He take off his helmet. He had the most like marine haircut you've ever seen, which is to say buzz cut, and then he just would be like, I'm tired of all this. I want to get away from this. We just need to settle down. We can raise a family and a farm. Oh, you know, classic Master Chief. One thing that I saw that I think was a meme and didn't actually happen was a meme that I saw of his wife being like, I'm not competing with Cortana, am I? And I was like, there's no way they introduced an arc of the wife being jealous of the AI. There's no way. I don't think he's married in the games, right? He's not, right? When we finished Howl's Movie Castle, my mom came over and mentioned it reminded her to watch the Spanish dub of Heidi when she was a child in Colombia. That's sick. That's awesome. Also, Heidi is a good movie. I recommend it. That's actually also actually wait a second. That's a very sweet connection point. Wait a second. That's like a really sweet like connective tissue point of like getting because it is inspired largely by that.
It is me, Cortana. I have filed the divorce papers for you, Master Chief.
Oh God! I just let all air out in one. Oh God! Oh, you ever like see little stars? Oh my God! I think I just collapsed a lung. Filed the divorce papers is crazy. Now we can be together. I still love. I'm sorry. My favorite part of that game so far is Master Chief. After like 20 minutes of knowing Wheatley, just being like, Cortana, he's a friend. Cortana, he's a friend. Calm down. Cortana, he's just a friend from work. Cortana, hard cuts their marriage, and Cortana, it's just a few. I'm just having a few after work beers with my friend Cortana. Why was he so ride or die for that robot? Like a minute into knowing him. Oh God. I'm going to replace their eye drops with super glue. He's not. No. Okay. He's not married in the actual canon. I'm so surprised. Oh, his chat was chill. I was just like, wow, I hate Twitch streams. I forgot that. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, okay. It's fine. Okay. I understand. Oh, Dios mío. I see stars every time I look at human. Okay. All right. Pack it up. I like that you keep calling him Wheatley. That's what he is. He's even there with his little like, I have a little factoid for you. And he's wrong. Oh, gee.
You have one of the only Twitch streams that don't fill me with instant rage or loneliness.
I don't know if that means I'm just bland mush or like I'm just like palatable oatmeal as a streamer or... No, that's very kind of you to say, actually, genuinely. I'm doing a bit about the oatmeal thing, but no, I'm glad everybody kicks around. I like chatting with folks. Instant rage is funny though. Just because there's some streamers, it's like the idea of I don't know, like, oh yeah, I joined Good Times with Scar's stream, and I've never been so full of rage. I was on a Grian stream, and I punched a hole in my wall. When I saw Pearlescent Moon, ooh. Ooh, I was ready to bend rebar. Oh God. Peak. Naps our bland mush for real. Malto meal, unseasoned grits. Oh, come on. I still want to hear humans expanded thoughts on everything Halo. I assume it'll come as we play.
Connor was
'Cause I also
slandering
wanna
my
hear-
GIAT and he was LOWK right. What do I even do besides be filled with rage?
Okay, but that's just the Connor Eats Pants experience, I fear. That's just, you know, that he just proclaims loudly and assuredly a stance on a character or IP or something, and you just innately you lose the roulette table where 9 times out of 10 you're like, yeah, 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 and then it hits you and you go, wait, what? Wait, no, but that's my little guy. Wait a minute. Hey, hey, and then you leave, and then you come back later. feel like that's his MO as a streamer. Had to walk my dog. What did I miss? What did I miss? No, we continued the river and then talked about Heidi Girl in the Mountain. And the Pippi Longstocking fandom. You know, classic material that everybody relates to. We all love the 1969 Pippi Longstocking movie, right? Killed me. God, I don't know why that got me. Oh, can we go back to listening to bird calls? What are you saying? What? I'm losing you. I'm losing you to the birds. Oh, no. Pippi Longstocking, the boys reference? Huh? No, Pippi Longstocking's a girl, isn't she? I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, wait, no, yeah. She's one of the little redhead orphan girls. We talked about this. You mean the show? You mean the show, The Boys? Oh, I'm stupid. Wait, when the hell did The Boys reference Pippi Longstocking? First of all.
Napped is my everyday speech, just make you lose it.
I think I've spent, you all may think that you have wasted 5 years tuning into the Napoleon VII stream, but no. I have spent 5 years carefully, selectively curated a Peanuts gallery that just cracks me up. That's what I've done. I've just spent the time slowly Thanos gathering stones of different people with bits and knowledge that intrigue me, make me laugh, or just in general have a nice vibe. Little known fact, everybody thinks, oh, they find the streamer. No, I lured you here. That's why you're trapped. That's why you can't leave the asylum. Am I losing you to the birds when my cat leaps out of my arms to the window? True. I'm here to announce that I was wrong. I'm a big fan of Pippi Longstocking 1988, not Pippi Longstocking 1969. Fake fan! Fake fan, burn him! Burn him at the stake. Never let him cook again, officer. Which is free watch on Tubi. Oh my god. Just entirely different year. Not just an entirely different year. That's like 20 years apart. A full child is born and raised in that time period. The whole 1970s went by. And most of the 80s. Big difference, big difference. I'm thinking like here and then maybe like Lagoon. But like maybe, yeah, like here should be the cut across. Or maybe back here so it'll be more natural into the mountain. Or into that like hill. To like do waterfall into little lagoon. Lagoon. I don't know why that went more Arnold Schwarzenegger than I meant it to. Oh god, can I be a cashew or perhaps a pistachio? Pistachio, sure, but not a cashew. Not a cashew. It'd be unethical. It'd be unethical to be a cashew. I've become the very thing I thought to destroy, an echo chamber. Is that what you've sought to destroy? That, like, you personally have waged a war? I don't know if that's true. Haven't you bankrolled me as a propagandist? What do you mean? Nap, I'm leaving you to go watch Pippi Longstocking 1988. Have a great rest of your stream. I'm gonna watch better things. Well, the last bit's hurtful, but all right. All the original Planet of the Apes come out before Pippi did. Chew on that, liberal. Okay. Oh god. They made the monkeys come out. What? Like the hit band? The hit band that most of the songs in Shrek are from? The Monkees? The Monkees that had a TV show in the 1960s? That were there to compete with other bands like the Archies and the Beatles? But like the Archies, the Monkees were built. They were not a naturally occurring band, you see. They in fact, and you should know this too. The Monkees were like a manufactured band, kind of like an original idea of a boy band. And a bunch of their songs slowly became out of popularity until eventually they came soaring back to life, but as covers used for the Shrek movie, the first Shrek movie, not the later ones, just the first one, really. That Monkees? They had a TV show. They had a theme song. The theme song said, "Hey, hey, we're the Monkees. People say we monkey around. We're too busy singing to put anybody down. We're just trying to be friendly. Come and watch us sing and play. Because we're the young generation and we've got something to say." Except they were corporate, you see. They were corporate. They didn't have something to say. They were there to try to stop you, to try to stop the hippies from liking all the Woodstock artists because you see they didn't want, you know, all the different record companies. They didn't like these new upstarts. They didn't like these new upstart groups that were kind of taking the airwaves over because they didn't have as much control, and they didn't like that. Mello knows that. Let's go! Somebody actually knows the Monkees! W. I'm gonna go watch Connor slander my goat. No, please! I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Oh, I was too excited about Monkees and Heidi being known. Oh man, I got too excited and then I stopped paying attention. I should have pressed and I didn't. Oh, jeez. Oh, what a mess. Oh, God. No, stop trying to get out, you fiend. Oh my god, I gotta go get a different saddle for you now. Why are you up? Oh my god. What a mess. What a mess. I got too excited by the Monkees. Oh. You know, it's my fault. It's my fault. I shouldn't have gotten excited by the Monkees. Where are you going? Sit down. Gerald the White. Actually, that's not Gerald the White. Gerald the White's in his barn. That's just my regular steed, Humphrey. I don't think that was his name. I'm blanking on it. Why not leash the horses? I might have one actually here. I need to double check if I actually have a leash kicking around. Do I have one kicking around? Probably not in here, I'm gonna guess. The Netherrack's interesting. Close the front door. Well, you know, and where'd he go? Oh, there he is. All right, I'll go get the thing off. I'll go get the shadow off of Humphrey. He's just over here, or off of Gerald the White. He's just over here. What a mess! I got too excited about the buggy. Said a child who just spilled their ice cream at the zoo. Where did he go? Gerald! Gerald, why are you over here? I left you a whole barn! You can make one, you have enough string. But I don't have the slime, you see. I need to grab a slime ball. It's just so far away, and this lead's just here. Where did I leave the gate? Oh, it's up here. I was like, where's the sheep gate? You didn't block in Gerald the White? No, he's a free spirit. You are the slime. Thank you. No slime anymore, I think. Just string. I haven't updated to that. And I don't want to. I hate it. I hate it deeply. I'm fundamentally opposed. Refuse to acknowledge the new crafts out of pettiness. No, wait a minute. Wait a second. I just haven't updated. I'm so sleepy and nauseous, so you will have to hear about it. Have you considered what helps with sleepiness and nausea? Oh god. Oh no, I'm blanking. I'm sorry, actually I need to go back. There was a message from Mello about the I didn't get to read it. A creeper blew up. I know that song that's ingrained in my mind. My dad put it on that MP3 player base. I don't know where he is right now, but inform your dad before the evening's end that he is based. Tell him the monkeys are sick. I actually scored. I have like 3 of their albums on vinyl. Not good. I haven't had to buy them. They were just my parents, so I was able to just like keep them. My parents and my grandparents, stuff like that. I was able to just be like, "Oh, sick, dude." Nobody. I know he's here, but nobody tell Canadian that I'm emptying my inventory. He'll be too excited. He'll be too excited, and then I'll have to refill it, and he won't like that. I'm driving home Friday for the last time, and I swear to God, if you play Halo on Friday, I will riot. Ooh.
Maybe we're all the monkeys.
Yeah? Maybe we're all the daydream believers, you know? Maybe we're all a homecoming queen. There's a new monster flavor coming to Canada in the spring or something. I can't remember. I'm so hyped. It's a lemon lime. What is specifically Canadian about lemon and lime? And the entire Jag gets sick. I mean, y'all met up, and you may say, Nap, that was so long ago. The gestation period alone for a disease, like, that's too long. To which I'd say, well, maybe it's not. You may say, Nap, I'm pretty sure it's coincidence. And I'd say, what's more likely? What's more likely? That you met up and then like 2 months later sickness happened? I think it's cooties. I think it's cooties. I think you all have cooties. You know, I'm tired of acting like it's not true. We all know it. Stupid. Why are we the Mel gang again when things go wrong? Coughed into my Build-A-Bear, didn't they? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Smallpox blanket is crazy. That's insane. Good God. That's bonkers, dude. You can't say that. Oh my God. It was a thing, but got discontinued in the States in 2019, it seems. But these rumors of it returning here, I'm hyped. I wonder how many different flavors there are. Like, are there regional flavors across Canada and or different states, do you think? I know fast food places occasionally do that. Like Dairy Queen has barbecue in Texas. And it has like, I think it has in parts of like God. Maritimes of Canada. It has like seafood available at Dairy Queen. But like only there. Mellow vouch. Vouch. Mellow. Don't leave me here. Don't leave me here, Michael. Michael. Michael, don't leave me here. Michael. Oh, God. Dude, you have to be patient zero. You met up with Tyler first and you're also sick. It was the dang gas station cup microbes. I knew it. Retroactively, they work. I'm sure there are, besides the obvious, poutine. Wait, poutine, wait, there's flavored poutine? There's a monster poutine? What? No, I'm misunderstanding something about what you're saying. Is the white one because it doesn't taste like anything specifically, so I can drink it really fast and pretend it's just unfiltered water. That is, I don't think that's... White Monster absolutely has a taste. What do you mean? Seafood in the Maritimes? Who could have predicted it? No, but I mean seafood on like the fast food menu. That is a bit odd that they took the time to make a specialty item. In the same way that they do, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like obviously barbecue in Texas, but it's like, oh yeah, specialty items are done on different fast food restaurants that are regional. And whereas normally fast food restaurants are seen to be very like uniform and all one and the same. White Monster's shut. I like it well enough. I mean, personally, I don't drink it, and none of you should either. Monster's bad for you. It's too much caffeine and not good for human consumption. Don't do it, kids. It's bad. Me personally, I would never. Because I'm a good influence, you know? It's bad, but I drink it really fast, pretend it doesn't. That's a crazy choice. That, Mellow, I'm sorry, that's insane. I dislike the flavor, and so I just drink it fast. Buy a different one. Why keep buying the one you don't like? That's insane. Why are you buying it then? Side Eye is the monster I have. Mango Loco, the best flavor. I drink like 1 a day right now, usually 2 a day when I was working 11 to 12 hours a day. Hey man, all I can say is that somebody I went to school with who had monsters every day got kidney stones by 16, so maybe don't have too much of them. Because boy howdy, did that suck for him. I never had a monster, I think. I prefer caffeine the old-fashioned way. Burnt microwave instant coffee. Tiger, you could get an inexpensive way to just get like a drip brew coffee. Like they're $20, or even you could thrift it for less. Go to your yard sale. Somebody throwing out an old one. Sterilize it. Tiger, please, some self-respect. I'm teasing. I'm not. I am. Tiger, come on. I also have heart issues. I love Monster. You are all going to give me a conniption. I'm going to be sent to an early grave.
Usually it's spread out during my shift.
Kidney stones run in my family. Hasn't happened yet though. I hate coffee, Loki. I mean, that's fair. Coffee is definitely one of those things of like, I feel like you have to, like when they say it's an acquired taste, it actually genuinely is. I'd also say most people who like coffee don't like coffee. And I don't mean that in the pretentious way. I always like, you know, put creamers in milk and sugar all you want, but I'm just saying like if you could never drink, like if you never want to drink black coffee is totally fine. But also it's like, yeah, if you want to mask its main taste, you probably would be better off drinking something like a Monster or similar, you know? Just because 9 times out of 10, they're really just looking for the caffeine. But I feel my heart if I drink 3 Monsters in a day, so there's that. Yeah, that is an issue. That's more caffeine than like a pot and a half of coffee, I'm pretty sure. That's a lot. You shouldn't have more than like 2 to 4 cups of coffee a day is considered a lot of coffee for one person to be ingested. It's either black instant coffee or something that's more sugar than coffee, no in between. Yeah, but like microwave, at least boil water and then pour the microwave instant coffee. Microwave. Ugh. That sounds horrific. That just sounds. What's the word? There's like a Oliver said it before. What's the British phrase? Minging? Is that what it is? I think so. Rank and the like. And you're going to keep getting my sub until my bank account runs dry, so stop complaining. Yeah, is that gonna be in the will? That's gonna be that's gonna be in the will. And don't cancel the nap sub. The nap grind has to continue. Please enter, and you've just pre-typed a bunch of like phrases so that I have to keep streaming.
I have problems getting oxygen to my brain, so caffeine helps me.
Makes sense. That tracks. Or well, I guess rather, I don't know if it tracks or doesn't, but fair. Caffeine is also, yeah, used as like a medicinal, for medicinal reasons. Monster itself is just deeply like concentrated. And I forget what else is in it, but there is something else that tends to have the potential to create kidney stones. Like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with drinking a Monster. Don't do it if you're under the age of like 16, probably. You know, legally, I think in many places you can't, but yeah, it's just probably don't slam like more than 2 in a day, because that's long term not healthy. But also, gag, I ain't your mom, I ain't your parent. Do whatever you want, you know. Live, laugh, love. The famous age-old saying, as we all know and love. I'm sleepy. I should go get a monster. No! Why would that be the answer? I like the discovery that everyone in this chat is just heavily addicted to energy drinks. And amazingly, everybody in this chat also does have a bad sleep schedule, I'm pretty sure. Probably not linked. Probably separate issues. Probably unrelated, you know. That's gonna have to be the waterfall. I'm gonna want to design a proper waterfall.
And her foster son started telling me about how much he loves them, and he's like in 7th grade, and co-work just starts ripping into him.
See, there's a way to probably like be like, hey, that's not great for you. Rip it into some poor kid who's like, oh man, I love Monster Energy drink. You what? They just start, yeah, that's crazy. I drink more coffee when I don't have my ADHD meds. Coffee tastes bad when I am correctly medicated. I didn't know that ADHD meds change taste. That's wild. Large amounts of caffeine make my heart consider skipping more than one beat. It'll do that. Why is the river red again? Oh, I'm gonna cover it in water and then be able to just break all this netherrack and then it'll fill downwards.
I sleep from 3 a.m. to 11 a.m., which is 8 hours, but my mom acts like I'm getting 2 hours a night.
That is, I will say, there's such a there's a very big stigma, I'd say, around like variant sleep schedules, where it's like you can still be getting the perfectly correct amount, and it's very odd because it's like, I mean, you know, logically, humanity has variances in what is or is not the quote unquote normal sleep schedule. So it is a little odd when people are like, nope, it is a bad sleep schedule if, because yeah, in the same way, like I have roommates who have been like, yeah, you know, they sleep till 5 p.m. but they're awake till like 6 a.m. You know, like they're still up and working the same amount of time. It's just on a different schedule to the rest of society, and it's like, it's not morally bad or some sort of failing. It's just a variance, you know. I haven't read the full message, but the first phrase of a statement being in full caps, I am not addicted, doesn't on its surface tend to bode well. Just Monsters in Canada only have about 165 milligram caffeine because we have silly laws and regulations. That's true. I think they also it may have gone, I mean, depending on when unless that's you're reading a current can, because I know it did go up in Monsters as well as because when NAFTA got renegotiated and made into the USMCA, I know that then resulted in Canada having to let a lot more
I am not addicted. I'm just dependent on Monster Energy drinks and can't focus without them.
No comment. But anyway, I was gonna say, yeah, well, USMCA did result in Canada having to let a lot more of things they used to not let into their country. Like, there's even like things like just like the amount of sugary cereals. Uh-oh. Okay, thank goodness. I thought I just started a ripple effect of it forever going. I was like, wait, no. I feel lied to about this diagonal line. I mean, you may be saying, Nap, I don't think you continued with the diagonal, to which I would say you're correct, but I still feel lied to. I moved 5 feet to the right to check the can of the case that's on my desk. All right, so it's probably the current one. Or, well, no, that's definitely the current one then. Because, yeah, I know that went up, how much caffeine could be allowed into drinks, and then what constituted an energy drink versus something that couldn't be sold. Well, a bunch just got filled there. As someone who has been addicted before, I'm probably not healthily dependent on Monster, but like, we ball. The classic statement. But we ball. You guys killed me. I swear to God. There's so many phrases that just get tossed around. Just like, I mean, yeah, this thing's really bad, but you know, could be worse. We ball. What am I supposed to do but ball that? I need to start a quote book. I need to. I have quote books for my friend. I think I need a quote book for this frickin' chat. God, I know some I did end up having saved. I mean, I think they're pinned in certain parts of the Discord. Maybe I liked the journey. Okay, maybe I liked getting to take a little trip every time I wanted to fill up my bucket. Okay, maybe leave me alone. Just wanted to go out on like a little jaunty walk, you know. You want me to put that in my quote book, Nat? Because I do allow suggestions, forcing me to put my own in. Kinda, yeah, because what am I supposed to do but ball? Is such an... And what am I meant to do if not ball? Hmm? Famed NBA star. Mellow hello there. Skip the by funny and only half satirical joke. Which was, I think I'm actually immune to being addicted to things, and the amount of times I've started this stuff smoking is insane. I recommend stopping, but you know, it's so okay, just do it because I like it. Chad is obviously always, you know, live your life. My God. Smoking is such a bad idea. Not that I'm here to convince anybody. But I feel like morally I should say something. I mean, what if Vod Sucks sees this, you know? Poor impressionable Vod Sucks, you know?
Wait before stream ends. Happy 314 for all WHO celebrate. You can't stop the homestuck, though it's weird and random. It's the greatest. FANDOMMM. Ref.
Happy 314. Huh? It's the... No, that's not the order the numbers appear today, huh? Dios mío. Someday, you guys have mentioned it enough times. Someday I gotta learn what this Homestuck thing is. I really do. It's been referenced fairly consistently over the years. And I feel like I'm missing some, like, large element of referential material. Oh yeah, poor impressionable sucks. Yeah, exactly. What do you mean? He's just a little guy. You know, he's a little bambino. You know, he's very impressionable. I won't have you guys corrupting them. Not with your caffeine and your nicotine and the like, you know? You don't. Other people do. You don't. You'll be fine. No, Nap. Nap, this isn't for you. No. Nap. No. Other people in this chat, yes, you should absolutely check out some Homestuck. But Nap, I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. It's a webcomic that was like insanely popular and like one of the original and most famous, infamous fan bases online. Yo, yeah, and that's about as much as I know about it. And it's just one of those things where I'm like, I feel like I have this gap of knowledge. Mind you, I have a lot of gap of knowledge when it comes to like internet culture. I just didn't really have internet access as a kid, really. So my parents were very against it. Zox never did nicotine. Good. It's bad. They shouldn't do it. I knew they'd know better. You have a lot of gaps of knowledge. Well, you know, I admit it, therefore I'm super wise or something, whatever the hell Socrates tells himself at night. Dang, that means I'm actually like super smart, dude, because, you know, I like know that I don't know, you know, dude. Pretty sure that's how that works. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Only for all of his children to smoke. My one sister stopped, but me and the other twin still do. It's funny because my dad smoked forever, but quit when I was bored. Only for them to smoke. Alas. Well, King, I recommend quitting if you ever wanna. Bop. For my birthday this year, could you read Homestuck on... There's an archive of it you can download, and it reads like a video game. There are slurs in it. So no. And you can hit a setting on the archive launcher that get rid of them for better reading. Okay, before I read that, I was like, so I'm not doing this. So we're not reading that on stream. What a crazy, like, before I read that last bit, I was like, why? That's just the Nap can you end stream career option. Button to permanently never be able to stream. Oh, it's better to sit quiet and be regarded a fool than to open your mouth and prove yourself one. That's an Abe Lincoln quote, isn't it? I think it's Abe Lincoln. Or maybe it's... Is it Napoleon? No, I don't think so. I think it's Abe Lincoln. I mean, then again, it may be apocryphally. I think it's also one of those quotes that's maybe just like apocryphally. Like, oh yeah, it's Abe Lincoln. Yes, of course. They are waterlogged. What do you mean? They are waterlogged. There's water in them. What do you mean? I was trying to get Gred to read it. I think so. Like I said, it's probably famous for a reason. No, I don't think I will. I don't think I will. I think everybody's a little sick and the like, and you know, kindness is the best choice I can make for everybody.
IDK, this just popped up now, but we ball IG.
We ball! Yo! Canadian, thank you so much for 39 months. My God, man. Time does fly. Which is also good because, like, you know, it's just insane that we are just about 2.5 months away from like 5 years of this world. And we're finally filling in the finally we're filling in the moat. Only took 5 years, baby, but we got it. Nice. All right, that's perfect. Then I'll figure out waterfall stuff for a later point. Year 5, the year I finally working on projects. We've done projects. Come on, the world's got stuff in it, kinda, sorta, a little bit
Heck
here
off.
and there.
Born on the cob.
Excuse me? I wasn't born on a cob. How dare you? I mean, this is a genuine way that it would make a great stream and you would find it ridiculous and funny. I'll consider it. I'll consider it. Maybe. Getting caught up by Autobot again is very funny. In any event, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for coming out to stream. I think we're gonna end here. Nap is a hater on our free speech. Canadian, you're Canadian. You don't have free speech. That's not a law. That's not a law in Canada. You have freedom of expression. I know the Charter. I know the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. I know Ball. I know for a fact you ain't got in none of the 3 constitutional founding documents is there at all free speech. Oh, what a time to be alive. To quote my parents, this is a dictatorship, not a democracy, is insane. Nab, you won't play Genshin, and you won't play Uma, and you won't play Pragmata. Give me this. I haven't even looked into Pragmata. Oh my God. Nap, what is the TF2 stream? Who's to say? Who's to say? I'd have to play a bunch for I used to be half decent. I can't play it and be bad. Oh God. I'm gonna go draw Nap as John Homestuck. May I see it? May I see it when it is done, please? Me, please? It's more realistic than Homestuck, I feel. Who's to say? It's all a long journey till, you know? In any event. Do you know how quickly Tyler will skin me alive if there's a chat plays TF2 before chat plays Fortnite? Do you understand? Oh, Dios mío. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for coming out to stream. I'll see you next time. Bye, chat. Oh, I feel better to all at the very least, most of you who are sick. And to the rest of you, I just hope you have a good week.